What's good, Relocation Football League fan? It's your boy Smitty. Had to play that bell before everything got started because we're about to be dropping some here tonight. Maybe not as much as everyone expected because we already know what the big bell is for, and that's why I got it right now on the thumbnail. But I'm out here with my man Bill, Rob. How you guys doing? You guys ready for this epic podcast?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We also got ourselves a special guest that's going to be showing up to defend his list for the first 50 of the RFL Top 100. Once again, guys, I want to put this out there because some guys were confused on this. And this is not an official list. This is just Noah's list, but he's going to defend his list on why he feels that guys should be where they are at. Another thing about this too is unfortunately we could not get the highlights and everything done on time, so when we do these recaps for these games, you guys will not be seeing highlights like we had in the last couple of weeks. I could have did it for some, but if I couldn't do it for all, I just said, you know what, let's just go back to the old drawing board, what we were doing, have the pictures until everyone can have it. So that's where we are right now. So with that being said, let's recap these games. All right, so first game of the week, Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. Rivalry game, a battle for the state of Oklahoma, and Oklahoma ends up winning it 19-3.
This one I thought was, a solid showing for Oklahoma's defense for sure, but I'm going to be honest, man. I was expecting a little bit more out of Oklahoma's offense with the rock back there. It's still a very solid win, and I know it's a rivalry game, so maybe that's a little bit of the reason why, but I just expected the Sooners to have a little bit more production on offense, score a little bit more points, but can't always have that every week, I suppose. They still get a solid win here and, continue to put together a lot of wins and heading towards the postseason.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, man, this is just one of the weaker games of the week. Just that slow burn, not the thriller that, we all expected to see. I actually, thought that OU was going to do more than dominate OSU in this situation here with respect to McCain and Didymus there. But just average days for those guys, a really rough day for Connor McCain here, sacked multiple times. He only passed around 16, 17 times, something like that or whatever. And then, just the run game, was just non-existent, despite, both the backs on both sides of the ball. I think it's Didymus on one side, and I can't remember the other guy's name, Davis or regardless, he only had 50 yards rushing on.
You talking about
Sermon, yeah, 50 yards and 50 yards for both of them. Also McCain, he had the interception and everything. So, it just wasn't really an exciting game, man. That I'm used to seeing out of Daryl the Rock Johnson, obviously. But I did give some honorable mentions to Baskin, Sermon, and Blaze for their pretty good receiving days out of those wide receivers and back there, man. So yeah, just not the best games to start off the week, but we got over it. OU gets the win, and the Rock is still out here doing the Rock things, man.
I think another thing is, we were expecting more points out of this game. I think the Rock still did, very good in that game. It just was not a lot of plays at the end of the day to finish drives. And it kind of all got up to a slow start, like you guys said. It was a really slow burn. Me and you called this game, Rob, so we already knew how excruciating it was for the first three quarters. But another thing about this, a case I could make is, Oklahoma State was the higher, ranked team. That, I believe I called this an upset when this happened. So Oklahoma was able to beat Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma was 3-3 on the season, if I'm not mistaken, before this game. So that was still a pretty big win for them. Would have liked to see more points, like you guys said. But unfortunately, didn't get that. Moving on to the premier games, we started out with another low score. Nebraska, though, pulls off the upset over Michigan State, holding them to just 9 points in the 16-9 win.
Yeah, this was definitely not a pretty game to watch, in my opinion, man. The last game was a little bit better, but this game seemed to be neither team really could find a rhythm no matter what they did, and at the end somebody had to win it. Nebraska ends up pulling it off. I for one thought that, like you said, Michigan State, I expected Michigan State to win it, and I felt like they just didn't really take enough shots. I felt like they were way too conservative sometimes on offense. Nebraska's defense isn't exactly the cornerstone for what you're trying to accomplish in a season. And I thought maybe they could have taken some maybe more shots downfield and got a couple more plays out of what they did. But they just couldn't find a rhythm. Same with Nebraska. But at the end of the day, Nebraska holds them off enough to score more points than they do. And here we are with Nebraska on the upset.
Yeah, definitely a offensive struggle and a defensive struggle, I guess you could say, for both of these teams here. Jeremy Moore, he got the win. He was still out here fighting despite the struggle this season that he's had here. The only really honorable mention I guess I have to give is to Zoe Sheffield. He had 6 receptions, 69 yards, and also on the other side, Wandale? Is that his name? Wandale Robinson, I believe his name is.
Probably a real life player because I don't.
Yeah. He had 6 for 132 and 1 touchdown. But other than that, man, just looking at this game here, definitely not the best game we've seen. But I kind of liked it though because Smitty, we talked about with the changing of the playbooks how it's going to change the way teams played, and what I think though is that what's happened is that now teams have come a little bit more even now, and you're starting to see teams that looked like they may have maybe ran over. Like I think that if we hadn't changed the playbooks here, I think that Michigan State would have came in here and destroyed Nebraska. Because of as bad as they've looked. But now what you're seeing now is Jeremy Moore with a little bit of an arsenal now, a little bit better offense for himself and what he's doing. And so that changes everything. That changes the dynamics of the defense, and so I think that's what we got, man. We actually saw 2 teams that are probably comparable with working playbooks now. And so it just changes the whole dynamics of the game.
And that's just tough, man. Got to play the bell here for Michigan State.
Hey,
still can't believe only 9 points.
Can you play a bell for me real quick?
Yeah, what bell you got?
Man, this is for Chris Polk. I don't know what you're talking about in that chat. Ain't nobody locking up CJ. Stop it.
Bell to Polk for that statement. We're going to see when you get in the league, my guy. But let's move on to the next game here. Washington stepping up, man, put up 42 points on Notre Dame. Notre Dame has been in the slump. They are now in a 7-game losing streak, which is just, very unexpected. This is a team that went to a bowl game last year and won it over Miami due to some crazy theatrics that honestly should have went in Miami's favor. But, hey, that's last year. And but struggles continue this year. Huskies get it done 42-17.
I think this has to sort of go back to what, Rob, you just mentioned the last game and is the playbooks. Because, where has this been with Washington? Because this is the kind of team that we saw last year and we expected this year. And we haven't seen it at all. But I thought that Romanelli, I think I'm saying that right, he played great. He had a great day and commanded the offense the whole way through and just completely dominated the team. It was good to finally see LeCavalier. I feel like I said that wrong.
LeCavalier.
And Jeremy gets some action, man. As far as Notre Dame, like you said, 7-game slide. They're done. Stick a fork in them. Ring the bell. They're out of here. They're done like you left the pizza in the oven too long. They're done like you put the chicken in and now it's dry. They're done like being my ex. It's just over. It's just put it away for the season, guys.
Yeah, a couple bells there.
Yeah. Another rest in peace to my boy Ajax, man. He out here getting washed, man. For real, man. Straight washed out here. He tried to pass his way, out of this game here. 53 total passes, 39 for 53, 378 yards, 1 touchdown. But rest in peace to 2 interceptions that he had here. I gotta just rest in peace the entire Notre Dame, man. I'm not sure what's going on here. Y'all boys started off hot, had a back coming here. Was Fenimore came in here 250. Everybody was calling him the Don. I ain't seen him in a long time, man. I don't know where Fenimore is at, man, but he hadn't been showing up, man. I might have to put Fiend for finished with that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Romanelli, man, I also compared this guy. I looked up his name, man. I had some time here because obviously I didn't have no game footage to go through. So I looked up Romanelli's name, and it means a little Roman. This weekend, man, I'm going to say this guy slayed like Julius Caesar out here, man. Good and bad. Good and bad analogy right there, because you guys probably know the story of Julius Caesar. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a history lesson right here. The first triumvirate, man, that was a history teacher. So the first triumvirate is with Caesar, Crassus, and Pompey, man. They conquered a whole lot of the Roman Empire, man. And Romanelli is out here looking like Caesar with this new playbook right now, man. 132.6 QBR, 24 of 33, 340 yards, 5 touchdowns. Rest in peace to that. Belrich is out here in this offense now. He's killing cats right now. 110 yards, 110 yards off 17 carries, 1 touchdown. And there's a lot more guys, so I really didn't want to just name one. So I'm going to give all these guys the name of Pompey, and because they are soldiers, this is going to be LeCavalier, Jeremy, and Bachelia, man. Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, man, Washington is the new dark horse. Do not take these guys lightly, man. I'm telling you, these guys got weapons everywhere, man. The run, the pass game is looking really, really sweet right now for this team here. I would say that out of all the teams that I saw on the new playbooks, this is the biggest turnaround that I've seen. Do not avoid these guys' games going forward, man. These guys got a lot with them going on. They are fully loaded right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks to say that too, because like, what could have been, like for the rest of the season. I mean, at least we get it now, though.
Yeah, hopefully they could get themselves, into a bowl game. They need to win 3 more games, as they're 3-4 on the season. Now, I feel bad for Notre Dame, man. Nobody expected them to come in here 1-7 on the season, eliminated from bowl game play, and Alex Jackson only able to put up the same amount of points as his jersey number, which is just awful. And, Notre Dame, man. It's sad to say that was it. That's your season. You guys are only playing 12 games this year. But, you just want to end the season out on a good note, and hopefully they win more games than Wisconsin did last year.
Whoa. Hold on. You know what? You're not right now, okay? It's not even close to the topic of discussion we're on. And it's not even relevant compared to what happened this week.
Hey, Smitty. You got to give. I want you to give a special bell to Miami right now. They out here talking about clamping down receivers.
Oh man, what are you talking about?
After what we saw last week.
Oh yeah. Wait till we get. We'll get to that. We'll get to them when Miami comes out. Because I think Brock Melton's got something to say about that.
You talking about clamps?
I think Brock got something to say about that. Well, let's go on to the next game. Alabama versus Tennessee. Tennessee still no win on the season. These guys are 0-7. And they kind of made it close here against Alabama. They've had some close games, man. They have had some close games, but still cannot get it done. Alabama still able to win. Kind of expected them to win, of course, by more. A lot of guys lost reload bucks off of betting on these guys for this. So I'll play the bell for you guys who was broke after this. But Alabama gets it done 22-17.
Yeah, I got to sort of piggyback off what you just said there, man, because that's exactly what I had for notes. Like, yeah, Alabama gets the win. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just hold Alabama to a higher standard, but what the heck was this? Like, I expected them to just, like, roll right through Tennessee like they weren't even on the field. Mm-hmm. And, they get the win, so I don't want to take it away too much and make it sound like it's a horrible game for them. I just expected them to have more of a prominent win. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, that's all I really got. I mean, they get the job done like we expect them to. I just expect them to do it in a much better fashion.
Yeah. I call it like I see it, man. Y'all know I'm a Bama fan and everything. Hats off to my boy McCall out there in the chat right now, man. But this is a win. I'm gonna give that to him. He moved up in the ranks, I guess you could say, and it's good for them. But I was kind of like, I don't know about this here, man. Balling with Tennessee, man. I didn't think that. But like I say, the playbooks change everything, Smitty. You know what I mean? So obviously, this is a good win. Tennessee did put up the fight, as you guys said. Bama, they ended up pulling it out. Not convincing as my short notes right here. And I said, but who really cares? They didn't lose. So, and you know what it is. Bama season. Now, honorable mentions does go to Brian Davis, the halfback. He had 70 yards and 70 carries, and 120 yards on the day. That's the Tennessee halfback. But I did give some strong honorable mentions to my boy Braden Dunn. 9 receptions, 126 yards, 1 touchdown. Pavo, 8 receptions, 137 yards, 1 touchdown. And Flores still got in there with 7 receptions as well. Those guys are really looking really good. I'm really liking what I'm seeing with Bama now with the system, and obviously with Najee, and they're looking pretty strong. But they gotta stop playing out here, man, with teams they should be rolling over. So that's That's going to be, it's a question mark. Or asterisk I should put down the line as they try to climb into the playoffs here. And I do have a little short note I wrote right here because I saw it come across my timeline in Discord. Is it Boogie Ledford the third?
Boogie
He said
Ledford.
he feels slept on, and so his he now has 23 catches, 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns on his season. Boogie Ledford, you need to put together a highlight reel and put it together and put it in the Discord so I can see you being slept on, man. I want to know what you're doing because I'm not going to lie, man. I kind of have not been having you on the radar here. So I challenge you, if you can hear this right now, man, to put out a pro day highlight or something, letting us see what's going on here, man. I want to see what you're actually doing out here, man.
I had to play the bell a little bit on that, man.
Yeah.
300-something yards right now at this point. 0-17. Let's play another one for that because that was Jesus. I mean, that you're gonna definitely have to pull up some highlights.
Just to add to this too, like just in case I didn't make this clear, like the only reason I had any negative and like towards Alabama was because I expected more out of them. All right,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not saying you guys had a bad game. I expect you guys to do better. So don't take it as me hating on Alabama because that's not the
Oh
case.
yeah, definitely.
I'll have to see. Alabama wants that rematch with Georgia, man. If they gonna get it, they gotta
Oh,
put up a fight. I think they're gonna
yeah.
I think most likely they keep going with what they're doing. Georgia, we all think they're gonna stay number 1. Alabama's gonna be number 2. So that means that both of them will have to meet in the national championship in order for them to play again. So, you're gonna have to blow teams out, that you got beat if you want to have that rematch with Georgia, or it's gonna get ugly like that 52-3 loss back in week 3, man.
On all Madden. Okay.
On all match, but still took the L. So hopefully you guys
Let's move on to the next
hopefully
game.
you guys bounce back. But let's go back to
Oh, boy.
let's go back to the last game. Anybody else got anything to say about this? No,
I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm
All right,
done.
well, I'm gonna play the bell for myself right now. I know Bill's gonna throw some more at me, and I'll be sure to commit. And whatever you want the bell played on, I'll play it.
You can't steal my bell thunder, man. See, that's dirty right there. You're gonna
gotta
accept
play
the
the
bell,
bell.
but you don't let me
I've
do it
been
on
said
my
I'll
terms.
accept the bell. I said I was gonna accept the
That's messed
bell.
up.
I said I was
Bro,
gonna accept the bell if you guys won anyway
That's
last
the
week.
dirtiest way
Bro.
of acceptance that you can do.
He downgraded your bell, bro.
You just downgraded my bell. Like this is like I didn't get the.
What did you want me
Samsung
not
phone. I got,
not
like,
to
the
play?
knockoff
What did
from
you want me
Radio
not
Shack
to
just now.
play the bell when you said something? Then
You got the little
No.
Nokia alert now. Bleep.
Yeah, I got like the Nokia phones. Like I don't have the Samsung or the Apple now because it's discounted.
well, you're gonna have to bring that heat to make these bells count, my boy.
Jeez.
Bring
Yeah,
the
well,
heat.
guess what? All right. Well, you gave yourself a bell. That's for you. I need another bell, though. And this is for the chat because I see all you guys' little messages after the podcast and the comments below about Wisconsin and all this crazy stuff. Well, guess what? They did it. And then I need 2 more bells. One for Mr. Loso and for Mr. Gold for betting the house and losing it all because they just hate
20K.
Wisconsin.
Damn, you forgot to send me the pictures of all this stuff, Bill, so I could have put it in the podcast.
Oh, don't worry. That's my last bell for go ahead and give me that bell if you didn't already. I can't hear it in my ears.
Yeah, we'll play it right now.
That one is for Jakari. All right, you called me his cheeks this week, and I want to make sure you realize that I didn't forget that.
What he called y'all,
So-
Bill?
He called
He
y'all
called
what,
us
broke up?
cheeks.
Called y'all
Called you.
cheeks?
Say
Okay.
one more
called
time,
us
Bill. I couldn't hear
cheeks.
you. He called y'all some cheeks.
He called us some cheeks.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
cool, bro.
That's dirty.
But he had a good game, and overall, it was actually a really great game to watch. In all seriousness, both teams played really well, and my boys just got it done in the end. But that's just like I expected them to. So here we are.
Yeah, one thing I always been good at is shooting dice, and so I already knew I wasn't gonna gamble on Wisconsin this time around. So I went ahead and jumped over there. So I dodged the bells this week, guys. So rest in peace to the whole chat right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely on the Wisconsin bus with those guys for this week.
Yeah, buddy.
But anyway, man, I gotta rest in peace again, Jakari, Ferrari, Torres. You knew you're gonna get bailed. You knew you're gonna get bailed if you're still out here. You see, I said, look, he said, quote, and I quote, I still feel bad for Mix and Bill for not going for USC last night. Mix about to go broke like Bill. Rest in peace.
Dang, I'm not even broke, man. I got like 6,000 reloads, and I don't even bet.
Then he said, Mix, you ducking clown face. Rest in
Ooh,
peace
you
to that.
Put the clown.
Put the
This is Detective
Hold
Rob.
on, hold on.
Roby
Now,
Arfield.
you got the picture of that to send me, bro?
No, I don't have the picture.
Oh
It's
man,
in-
I was about to
it's
say
in-
we could
it's
put
in-
that up on the stream right now. but
Justin's got it.
It-
Justin,
it's
you
in
got
the-
it, man.
it's in the Discord though.
Send it to me
It's
real
pinned.
fast, my guy.
It's pinned in the Union.
This ain't the bell. This ain't the bell cast for no reason, man. You gotta put guys on blast tonight.
It's pinned in. It's pinned in the union.
Oh, pinned in the union.
Yeah, in the union.
Okay. Just want to make sure we got the facts out here, so y'all know. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
We're not lying out here.
He says foot and mouth syndrome.
Yeah.
Am I going in the right spot?
Yeah, pin. Go to the pins. Yeah.
Okay.
Right there, top.
There we go.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Go ahead and stretch him out real quick. I got the defibrillator, guys. I got the defibrillator. Hold on, I'm bringing in the defibrillator real quick. I gotta strap this. To him real quick, man. We gotta bring him back to life because he's still dead out here, man. I'm telling you. Boy, oh boy.
All right, so okay, so I hit the okay.
I can't believe he didn't even show up either, man. He's not in this chat at all.
Oh yeah, he unconscious. He been unconscious since about Saturday night sometime.
You know what though? There's 50 people watching right now. How much you want to bet he might be one of them? He's just on the.
Oh yeah, he lurking.
Tonight.
Oh, lurk this monster.
Right spot.
His new name is
we got 28 likes. What are you guys doing again?
His new name is the Loch Ness Monster because he's lurking right now.
So here's the here it is.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I still feel bad for Mix and Bill for not going for USC last night. Mix about to go broke like Bill. I had to put the warm bottle on that one. Get the dub. Looking forward to spanking y'all in the playoffs. Well, multiple dubs. We're gonna save that one for later, right? And then he said, then he at me directly and said, "Mix, you ducking clown face." Okay. Now, rest in peace to that. First of all. This is Detective Rob Roby with the RFL Task Force Special Victims Unit. 3C as in Cougar 598. I'd like to reconfirm. Yeah. Oh, I gotta do the dispatch. I'd like to reconfirm over and out a Amber Alert on Jakari Ferrari Torres. Last seen, he was playing with the RFL community, making trouble and issuing threats to other members and staff. Okay, dispatch. Yeah, we got it coming in. Okay. Upon further review, he was saying that Wisconsin was going to lose, in which actually they got beat down by the Badgers. USC got beat down by him. I'd also like to just say that he's definitely MIA, nowhere to be found. AWOL. And also, man, his new name is now Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's what I'm calling him now. From now on, you are Casper the Friendly Ghost, because then you try to come in trying to be friends with everybody after y'all had lost about 2 days later and everything. So, new name Casper, and you also get to hold the L in special, because this is a special L for you. Rest in peace. This is on you, and this is not on the entire USC team, because those guys are very, very humble. But you was out here playing with us in the chat, man. You were playing with us in the chat. And you boys went up in here and you lost this game right now. And you lost it for your team, so that's on you. Big shout out to Gonzalez and all those other guys and Cope and all those guys, man. I like those guys, stand-up guys. But Jakari Ferrari, I'm on you. L, rest in peace.
There we go.
Yeah, that was.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I thought I was at a funeral, man. Guy went from a Ferrari to an actual ghost. That's crazy, man. Man, we gotta save this. This is definitely a legendary moment. But I don't really have anything else to say about this. Did you say something about this game, Rob, already, or no?
Oh, that's all I had. I had put rest in peace and moved on. Yeah, it's RIPs for him.
All right, man. Well, once again, one more RIP for USC, man. I'm RIPing USC for me because I got a bell this week, because I could have sworn you guys was going to do Bill's Badgers dirty this week, and you end up losing like this.
Yeah.
RIP to me, you know? Yeah. RIP to the community that was riding with your boy, even though, you know, I rock with y'all heavy. You know what I mean? Got to bell all of us. And RIP to, you know, to Jakari had a good game, but that statement.
He had a good game.
He had a good game.
Jakari balled, but the team didn't. And yeah.
That's why we tell guys you can't be out here talking, you know, talking for your team though, man. You know, because you might have balled and then your team lose and it makes all of them look bad. You know, so you gotta back it up, man. That's all.
That was,
he knows we messing with him.
Major bell game right there. I still feel some type of way about it. We're gonna move on to the next game here. West Virginia hosted Utah. We said, hey, this was going to be a good game, man. Can't wait for this matchup. Thought it was probably going to be close. But let me play a bell now, because West Virginia literally hung 5 touchdown passes from Leo Moon on these guys. And Joseph Fontanez, I ain't gonna hold you, my boy. you just wasn't there that week, man. Got to play a bell for that. 38-13. What's your thoughts into this one?
Hey, what about this one, man? Like, we just said last week, right? We were talking about Leo, and we were saying, is he back? Does he get his groove back? Is he gonna do what we thought he was gonna do? And I said, like, I gotta see more than one game, right? I can't just see one game that he plays good or halfway good, and he's back. But this game, he came out, man. Like you said, 5 touchdowns. What do you have, like 370 something yards passing? Like, he was on fire, and man, West Virginia looked really good. The whole team looked really good. So I almost wonder, man, maybe they are back on track now. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Because, like, Utah's been better than this. I mean, this was a really bad game for them. And it just sucks, man, to see that the Cinderella story ended like this. I was cheering Utah in the last month, man, and they've got a couple of wins. And then they have it come crashing and burn it down like this, man. That's just unfortunate. But hats off to West Virginia. They had a heck of a game. Leo, I know you're out there, man. You've been waiting to have a game like this, and you finally did it. So congrats to you too, man.
Yeah, I didn't have much to say about this one, man. I started doodling on my pad, man. I put Leo Moon was on his Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond this week, man. Yeah, Moon Pies was out, man. 5 touchdowns, sheesh, 366 yards. Extended the ball very, very well to Brian Olsen. And also I saw Mason Dunn getting in there. Nick Webster got in there. And also Aiden Davis and McCoy, man, the halfback also. Man, that's the West Virginia that I like to see, man. That's the first week West Virginia that we saw. They coming back here. They've done it a few times this season here. And I just hope that now that the playbooks are adjusted and we are on the game mode of choice, that they continue to do what they do. Because, I've always thought that this team was pretty well put together. I think they're solid, not a pushover. So big shout out to those guys, man. Hats off. And sorry, Utah, man. Fontanez, I love you, man. But boy, oh boy, y'all boys got beat down.
Yeah, that sucks. And West Virginia, they improved to 4-4, so they just need to win 2 more games. And Utah, they're pretty much on the they're gonna have to really come up big the rest of the season, because they lose one more game, then they can't afford to lose no more after that, because you lose 7. That's it for your season. Just going to have a regular season, and that's it. So, 3-5 on the season. I think these guys could still get it done. Really going to have to try to bounce back next week, but, it's hard to win a game in this RFL College Series. Moving on to the next game. How about this one? This game was very entertaining. I don't think anyone expected Iowa to put up a fight against Clemson. At one point, I believe Iowa was going to beat Clemson, but Clemson came out on top, and man, they just barely were able to scrape by. Iowa almost pulled off their 4th consecutive upset as they narrowly lost to Clemson 31-24.
Yeah, man, you basically took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, Iowa almost did it again, and it looked like they were going to. And this has sort of been what Iowa does all year. They either play spoiler or they make you sweat it out. And man, they did it to Clemson, and I did not expect this to happen. Not saying that Iowa was a slouch by any means, but Clemson, I always felt, was one of the higher tier teams, and to see them struggle this much and have to pull it out in the end, it definitely showed that what Iowa is capable of doing when they put their mind to it. But I do think that for Clemson, the over 200 yards on the ground, I think, man, that really helped them out, because at least they were able to control the game in some way, and some weird way, even though, like you said, at some points it seemed like Iowa was going to win it. That ground game, it does so much for a team, and I think it really made the difference for Clemson in this one to be able to pull out the victory.
Yeah, I obviously get the bell here because I took Iowa, and I'm still gonna stick by it, man. Iowa, I think, has the best quarterback and halfback duo combination together, working together, man. In this whole series, man. And that's just my opinion there. And so everybody, you can feel any kind of way you want about it, but these guys have multiple games, man, over half the games, more than half the games really, with over 150 plus yards on the ground. Either it's Peterson or it's Markman or it's both of them together, putting up big numbers on the ground. I think that personally that Clemson just got by them here, and they got the win, and I gave the honorable mention to Brandon Fecky. Obviously, he had 160 on the ground himself and 1 touchdown. Doing his thing and everything. He was 18-30, but average day, but he still had 2 touchdowns. What's funny about this though is I jumped in the stream with him, and
it's an RP moment, right?
Yeah, it's an RIP moment for really for both of us, but
Man,
more for him.
should have took a screenshot of that, man.
I
Man.
did. Did I take a screenshot of that?
Oh, what did I miss?
Did send that to me, man.
Oh, did I take a screenshot of this? Hold on, I think I did. Let me see real quick. Hold on.
Send it to
This is hilarious, man. My boy LeCavalier was in the chat with us when we saw this, man. This was just hilarious, man. Let me see if I can get this screenshot here. Yeah, we screenshotting y'all too. Y'all boys be screenshotting us. We screenshotting y'all back.
Yeah.
The war is on. Let me go ahead and show y'all what happened here, man, so I can explain this better. Let's see, screenshots.
Send that to the front
yeah,
office.
here we go right here. Let's see, copy. I'm not gonna do him like that though. I'll give him. Let me see. Let me just.
Fecky says it didn't happen.
Man. It's
He
RP
said
week.
it
Gotta
didn't
drop
happen.
it.
Yeah, he just gave it the
Now you
check.
got-
It didn't happen.
Now you gotta drop that heat. You gotta
we
drop
go
that
ahead and
heat,
put
my
it in.
boy.
We go ahead and put it in the union for you right here, man.
Oh boy.
You
There
gotta
we
see
go.
what was said at the game here.
Yeah, you can see what was said.
When we getting
Oh,
bells. Oh yeah, whole paragraph.
Yeah, we not
Page out of a
fabricating nothing out
textbook.
here, man.
Okay.
This
see
is funny, man. This is funny. LeCavalier was there, so LeCavalier will know exactly what he can confirm this story here.
I'll just hit the documents and save. All right, so let's go ahead and
Yeah.
see what was said here, man.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, go ahead, big that bad boy up. So let me see if I can go full screen with mine. All right, I'm gonna come off this screen real quick. All right, yeah.
It looks
so
a little blurred.
yeah, okay. So I'll try to read it as best I can for you guys, man. All right, so I come in right, and I said I told fools don't sleep on Iowa. This is when Iowa had them with the boot on the neck, right? And I said, have Markman and Peterson, started running yet? And then Fecky comes in there. He says, nope, haven't heard of them or whatever, right? so then I said, did you not watching the college series? Your RFL card is revoked. Laughing, you know what, So then all of a sudden, as soon as he said haven't heard of them, right? It's a 90-yard touchdown from Markman from Peterson to Markman. A 90-yard John, right? And then I come back out and I said, that's Peterson to Markman, right? And he come back and shaking my head. And you see Ryan LeCavalier like laugh out loud. He like, man, I wish you could record this whole interaction and everything. So that was really, really funny. Now, what you don't see here, which I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him, I gotta keep it real. What you don't see here is that Fecky threw a 75-yarder right the next play to Rochester. So then he comes in here and he says, yeah, Mix, and that's Michael Rochester. So big honorable mention to Michael Rochester, 8 receptions, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. Honorable mention to Cleon Markman, 5 receptions, 106 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, this is a crazy story right here. I really think that Cleon Markman and Peterson, man, are just tough together, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're gonna fit in the grand scheme of things with the draft and everything, but man, just to see Cleon Markman, guys, has been killing it on the ground all season long. So to see him transform and become a receiver in the offense now with the playbook change is crazy. It's nuts, right? So yeah, man, that's my little story there, man. But that was a cool story. Hats off to Brandon Fecky, man. You still cool, man. You already know what time it is.
Yeah, that story, man. You gotta get this bell though, man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I remember that when that was happening. As soon as he said that and that touchdown went down, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was weak, bro.
Move on to the next game, Baylor versus Texas. Now the score for Baylor looked like it was, it was a good, decent scoring game, but this was actually one of the most defensive games this week. Baylor had 2 touchdowns on the defensive side of the ball here in this one. And literally every single point that you see on the board right now for Texas came from field goals. Final score 33-15.
Yeah, this one I have down to
Forgot to play the bell for that, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead. Play the bell first. But what I was gonna say, man, is even though this looks like a pretty big blowout for Texas to lose, I thought that both defenses actually did play pretty well. Neither offense could really get anything going. And even though one got more than 30 points, like you said, it came off of turnovers. And Baylor's defense just went to town, man. They converted their turnovers into points, and they didn't let Texas get in the end zone at all, man. It was a great performance from Baylor, something that I expect to see out of their defense more on a regular basis. A little upset that their offense couldn't really find a rhythm at all, but sometimes you got to rely on one side of the ball and not the other, and they found a way to still get it done. So good win for Baylor.
Yeah, I had to rest in peace this game, man. Rest in peace to both of these QBs, man. This is a battle to see who could play the worst and still win. Because both of these boys is just terrible, man. I think both of them had like 25. Was it 25% QBRs? Or was it 50% QBRs?
It was down there. I don't know off the top of my head right now.
Baylor out here flexing 33-15. The quarterback was terrible, man. Boy, oh boy.
I did have that in my notes too. These quarterbacks were just not good.
Yeah, trying to see who could be the worst and still win. That's crazy.
I don't want to win. You take it. I don't want to win. You do it.
Right. Honorable mention, man, to Noah Kowski, though, man. 25 carries, 156 yards. I'm liking that kid. Cody Carter had a solid day as well. 23 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Baylor's Winkleman still continues to shine, man. This guy is looking like a pretty good stud here as well. The wide receiver core of the Longhorns, man, is really scary at times. Other times, they just don't seem to always get into the end zone like you're expecting them to. But they have multiple receivers, man, that are always clocked in. I like what I'm seeing out of those guys. So I just hope that things can get better. I don't know what their record is right now, Spitty. Do you have that on hand?
For which team?
For the Longhorns.
Texas right now, they are 3-5.
3-5, yeah. So I don't know, man. I would really like to see these guys in a bowl game, though, man. I just like their wide receiver core and the quarterback as well. Also, honorable mention, man, is Xavier Eves, man.
Oh yeah. Start out the game on fire. 2 possessions. Yeah. First 2 possessions, interceptions.
Is this the second or third week in a row that he's had 2 interceptions?
It's like the second or third week in a row. I remember you bringing him up.
Yeah, I think it's second or third week that he at least has had an interception. Yeah. But this dude might be leading the country.
I know
in interceptions.
We got to get the stats updated because I think he might be leading because he's been having some picks, man. It's been going crazy for him.
He's probably got like 5 or 6 already right now.
Yeah, it's got to happen. Yeah. Baylor's Reed. Obviously, Reed already knows, man. Reed is just still burning it up here. Shout out to Samaj Jarrett. He had the pick 6 as well. Barry Hill, what's going on, man? You did a solid job as well. Bernard, man, those guys just went to work. But this was a quarterback thing, man. This might have gotten even more out of hand if Mole had played better. And he played terrible. He didn't play good at all. Yeah. This might have been worse. So that's kind of scary when you think of it that way. But man, Baylor is winning right now, and it's because the defense, is not allowing teams to outscore them. Obviously, that's obvious, but the thing I'm worried about with Baylor right now is the quarterback play. Like I'm worried about that because this is a team that we're talking about could possibly be in the playoffs, and right now their quarterback is not playing like a playoff caliber quarterback, and I'm gonna leave that right there.
I just want to add this really quick, man, because that sounds so familiar to something from last season, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Have to remind us, my guy.
The Red Dragons, man. We sat here and talked all season about how that defense wasn't going to be able to carry them, and then eventually Savoy was good, I'm not trying to anoint them anything yet, but I'm just saying,
I get it.
It's going to be interesting to see how that goes because I agree. I think the quarterback play definitely has to step up, but I've been told that's apparently not the best answer sometimes because apparently, man, at the end of the day, I guess if you win, you win. But yeah, I agree with you, man. We got to see Mole's got to perform better down the stretch.
Yeah,
and Jacob Reed got to talk more about him in this game due to the fact that this was a crazy game. He had a forced fumble. I think he led the entire team, and the forced fumble was on this hit. You can see it right now. He just knocked the visor and everything out of this guy, Nowakowski. But he had a forced fumble. He recovered it. He had a sack in this game. I think he led the whole defense in tackles. I mean, this guy's looking like a surefire number 1 linebacker, man. And when you got a linebacker like this playing across the middle, it's tough to move the ball on someone like that. He can cover. He, of course, can hit, as you can see right here. And he just makes plays everywhere. And like you guys said, you got a defense like that, man. If Tyler Mull gets together, they can beat just about everybody. But that quarterback play, I do agree, it's got to get better if they want to try to compete with the likes of a team like Georgia right now, sitting at number 1. The next game, man, I was expecting LSU to win, but I was not expecting them to come out as hot as they did, man. This has been a team that's been in question for pretty much the entire season, what kind of team is LSU this year? The run game looks bad. When the run game looks good, the pass game for some reason is not taking off. But next thing you know, they're out here at home blowing out Mississippi State, who they lost to in real life. I'll play a bell for that, for the real life guys. But the Tigers get it done 48-16 after an explosive start in this game. What's your thoughts?
Well, I, for one, didn't think they were going to win in this kind of fashion. But if this was about a month ago, before they started, laying a couple eggs and I started hounding them a little bit, I would have expected this. This is sort of what I was expecting when the whole season first started, was these kind of wins. So it was great to see them finally put one together. And, hey, I picked LSU last week, and they didn't lose. So apparently I do not have a jinx on them, so everybody can stop saying that, Xander. Okay? The 3 turnovers, they did great on defense, and it just kept Mississippi State off balance all game. Excellent win for LSU all around, man. Big win.
Shout out to Jacob Reed, $3 donation talking about let's get Jacob Reed Jr. a nickname.
Whoa,
have to see it.
You can't.
It's got to come natural, my guy.
It's
got to come natural.
Thing.
Got to come natural, guys. I can't just make it up, man. It'd be whacked that way. It'll come, Jacob. Don't worry, we're watching you though. Bells, man, 132.7 QBR rating, 25 of 30.
Bells?
Wow.
I got that.
No, don't give him a bell. His name is Bells.
Okay, I played a bell anyway because they
the Bells, Mississippi State. Yeah,
Bell, Mississippi
25
State
of 30
again.
on him. 316 yards, 83% completion rating, and also 2 touchdowns. Braun returned. The return of Braun, I saw him. Okay, a little 3 receptions, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. Light work for him. Sullivan had 7 for 94 yards, and LSU, they're hanging around right now. I don't know what to say about them too much, but they have some tough games ahead. This week they play Clemson, then they got to go play Bama, and then they play Auburn. So that's going to be interesting, man. But they are more than capable of putting some upsets out here. So we're going to see. But that's a tough order that they got going on here.
And they have
will see.
If they just win one more game, they're going to be bowl eligible. So that's good.
Yeah.
But that's a tough schedule.
So that's really, really tough right there. On the other side, though, hats off to that guy. Smitty, you brought up this guy's name, man. Louisville's.
Yeah.
Louisville's, man. Whoa, huge day, man. 156 or 57 yards on something like that. I think I remember on the ground. So huge day for him. But yeah, LSU gets it done. 48-16. That's the most points they've scored all season.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's the most points LSU's ever put up so far this year. And I really didn't like the approach of Mississippi State in this game. This was a team that is known to air the ball out. They were running, force-feeding Louisville's here in this one. And he came out, had a good game, but that honestly just is not the strength of their team. They got Brandon Welch, they got Stephen Guidry on the outside, and they just weren't letting Trip Baker really air it out to make things happen. But also at the same time, LSU's defensive backs were shutting things down on the outside. They couldn't get open as easily as they was, but they also weren't giving them opportunities. So I feel like this is more so on the play calling for Mississippi State on why they got blown out this bad. Do I think they would have won this game? As I already said, no. I think LSU was going to win this one anyway from the get-go. But they got beat down pretty bad, man. 32 points. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I feel like Mississippi State needs to be more of a drought up in the sand and just let Baker sort of do his thing in the backfield type of offense. I mean, like Louisville's, I wanted to see Louisville's get the ball. I said that last week, but like you said, man, it just doesn't seem like it fits their offense. Yeah. They need to just let Baker do his thing and find ways to make big plays happen.
And they were doing that, at one point. I think, maybe the wrong selection of playbook for them. Out of the very few that I've seen that needs to get things done. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. I don't think they're – I don't think – I'm confused. No, that was correct. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Anyway.
You were playing the bell right there.
Play a bell with myself, man. Yeah, I got to play a bell. I definitely had a brain fart just now. I was thinking something, but it wasn't the case. I'll give myself another bell. That was pretty bad. But Minnesota versus Florida State somehow – it's not even really somehow. Florida State has really been winning some games. I mean, everyone thought that they were going to be probably trashed this year after they lost to West Virginia 48-6 in week 1. But here they are beating Minnesota, a team that's kind of been now losing back-to-back games as they get it done 26-15.
Yeah, why couldn't they have done this like 3 weeks ago when they were playing my Badgers? And why they got to be good then? But whatever, that's in the past. But anyway, yeah, man, it's a good win for Florida State.
R.I.P.
I think
to
a lot
Bill
of people
crying.
had. What's that?
Said R.I.P. to Bill crying.
Yeah, I'm crying. All right, whatever, man. But I think Minnesota's got a little bit of a slide here, man. Like you said, back-to-back weeks, they just can't get it done. And a lot of people, I think, had them pegged to win this one, not because Florida State is a bad team. They're a great team, but Minnesota's been in like the top 5, for some time now. They're a stacked team, and they just can't seem to figure it out on offense the last couple of weeks, and Florida State just took advantage of it.
Yeah, man. I guess we just got to rest in peace to everybody who forgot about Florida State out here, man, including myself, I guess. Nathan Tucker, Cam Akers, Elias DeMarco, Kevin Gavin, and Babcock, and also that guy McKitty out there, man. Man, these guys are 5-2, and they're looking like a dark horse right now. And I was gonna go ahead and say it, man. Oklahoma don't sleep, Miami don't sleep, Michigan don't sleep, Washington don't sleep, and Florida don't sleep on these guys right here, man. You never know, man. We seen teams, this all of a sudden with these playbook changes, man. All of a sudden these guys are playing, and boy, they really could beat some teams, man. You know what I mean, and try to move up in this thing here. Only with 2 losses, and I'm not gonna say that they're gonna run the table at all, but you never know, man. You never know. So, yeah, we're gonna see what these guys are all about, though. But yeah, 5-2, man, looks pretty good to me.
Yep, one more game to be bowl eligible, so a big season for FSU. This was one of the big upsets of the week as well here. Washington State beats UCLA in the final seconds of the game with a last-minute field goal. I mean, the ending was kind of crazy, man. You saw Hartfield throw an interception. Everyone thought the game was over. If you want, man, you could go back and look at the end of that game. The chat, it was hilarious. Yeah. But everyone thought it was over. Then next thing you know, Washington State gets the ball back. They go down the field, kick a field goal, win the game, and just everyone's frustrated that were USC players, UCLA players, and fans, man. And Washington State pulls off the upset, 20-18.
This is not the way I thought this game was going to go at all, man. Like, I thought UCLA was going to win this one easily. Washington State has been hot and cold all year long. We haven't really been able to get a grasp on what real kind of team they are, because one week they'll perform very well. The next week they look like the worst team in the series. And I think maybe UCLA, maybe didn't take this game as seriously as they could have from some of the other matchups they've had in the past, because Washington State, man, they just took this game from them. They just took it right at the end there, and like some thieves in the night, because I did not expect UCLA to go down in this one. So I mean, hats off to Washington State and Jacoby Hartfield. I'm sure Mitchie's happy. I just really expected UCLA to win this one.
Yeah, I know my man's probably got to go to work, man. My honorable mention goes to Matthew Holman, man. He's been the only bright spot that I've seen on this UCLA team, man. Holding it down, another 150-yard plus day for Holman, man. So Holman, if you're out there, man, hats off to you, my guy. I got to rest in peace, UCLA, though, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys, I feel that these guys are better than what it seems. They just haven't gotten it together. I'm not sure what's going on. But we've changed the playbooks, and so we've matched everything up the best we can, and so I don't know, man. Maybe I can't say what I want to say, you know what I'm saying? But Smitty, we'll talk about that later, man. But yeah, anyway, I did an honorable mention also to cornerback Marcus Strong, man. He had 12 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. He plays for Washington State. I didn't have really much else to say about that, man. We just I still got an Amber Alert out on my boy, man. What's his name?
Isaiah King.
Yeah, Isaiah King. Where you at, King, man? What's going on, man? Where you at, my guy? Because I think he had like 2 or 3 receptions.
Yeah, he had one really good catch in the game. I took some pictures of when I was recording this. But yeah, that was it. Still a rough season now for him. Yeah, nothing really else to say about this, man. Another tough loss, another tough upsetting loss for UCLA, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know it.
Moving on to the next game. This was another upset this week. Auburn took on Oregon. It wasn't now I still say it was an upset because everyone just about thought Auburn should have walked out of here with this win. But man, OJ the Juice Man had something to say about it. Took a swig of orange juice right before this game, and dude was out there like pie on a spinach, man. 28 to 23 over the Auburn Tigers, man. I wasn't expecting this. What you guys thoughts?
Yeah, man. We saw these kind of sparks out of OJ the Juice Man in Oregon earlier on in the season. They just couldn't really replicate it or be consistent with it. But at the same time, I still expected Auburn to win this game. They just been a little bit more on the consistent side. But hey, these away games are tough. It doesn't matter who you are. Some teams just have a thing when they play at home. They have a little extra juice, and Oregon had it this week, man. They come in, they pull off the upset over Auburn, and I mean it's just crazy watching how these teams that are, ranked higher and we're expecting to be in the battle for the playoffs, and you see them starting to lose to these guys that are towards maybe not the bottom. Some teams are, but maybe 10 through 15 through 20. They got to be careful, man. You can't be losing these kind of games in the RFL College Series. You lose one wrong game and you're on the outside looking in. And I just think there's a few teams this week that sort of had that exact mentality, maybe whether it was on purpose or on accident, man. But the teams like Auburn and UCLA and Minnesota, like they got to pick it up. You can't be taking your foot half off the gas here just because you're getting to the end of the season. You're already looking at the postseason. You guys got to be play every week, while these teams like Oregon, they're playing every week because they don't know what's going to happen after the season, and these kind of outcomes are going to happen.
Yeah, to piggyback off that a little bit, Bill, to go back to what Smitty was talking about, which I understand fully now. Is that with the playbook change now, man, teams are in it now. You know what I mean? Like they used to be out of it because their playbook was terrible and your team was dominating and their team wasn't doing anything now. But now all of a sudden you give some of these guys a fighting chance to actually win a game, and you're starting to see games that probably would have been the other way decided, or a blowout, and now all of a sudden guys are competing with each other, and that's what you saw here, man. And we all know that OJ's been balling, but what we didn't know was that his playbook was messed up. And so, like, man, it's nuts just watching this, and this is what's crazy about this though. And this is kind of what proves the theory here, that the playbooks are definitely coming into effect here, is that Warren actually had the better day than OJ did. You see, they pretty much controlled the pace of the game, but it was midway through the third that all of a sudden you start seeing Oregon running those plays, and they get back into this thing. They go on a 21-7 run. They didn't just fold like in the previous weeks. Teams would just fold when they were down. It was over, But now all of a sudden, they came back, went on a 21-7 run, and the defense just clamped the offense down of Auburn. They shut them all the way down. So yeah, man, this is a good game. Shocker to say the least, man. But yeah. Good game.
Playbook's really making a difference now because it's not like it's making it where it is balanced. What it is doing is making the teams pretty much play to the strength of that they should have been playing all season, because it's actually tailored towards the strength of their team. They got guys who are the focal points of their team. The playbooks in the previous, weeks just wasn't doing that. But now you're starting to see the star players and the guys that should be getting the ball, and, it's making a difference. It's making them compete. And Oregon able to pull off a big upset because of it. Good win there for the Ducks.
Yeah, hats off to OJ the Juice Man. I mean, I said most of my stuff was just about sort of not bashing, but like explaining what Auburn was doing wrong. But hey, good game for him. I know he's been wanting it too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jacob Reed for becoming an RFL fan.
There it is.
My guy.
You're still waiting on hey, you might be a member, man, but you still got to wait for a natural nickname. Don't be trying to force it now just because you got a little shiny medal next to your name in the chat.
Force mix now, right?
So we have Florida taking on Ole Miss, and Ole Miss, we didn't expect them to win this one. Only 6 points put up. They're still continuing to struggle the last couple of weeks to get points, but they are facing up against really good teams, and Florida has been a really hot, underrated team, I think, as of lately. 20-6 is the final.
This one is pretty simple for me, man. Florida's defense shut down Ole Miss easily, and they found ways to put points on the board when they needed to. They just get a solid win here, just like I expected them to, and they sort of bounced back after they started out really hot. I know they had that one-game fall-off, but, they're right back in the win column.
Yeah, I normally have talked Ole Miss up, man, but I got to rest in peace them this week, man. Only 40 passing yards.
Sheesh.
Kiata, what's going on, man?
70
field goals longer than that.
Kiana, man, you just had a bad performance, my guy. 8 of 19, 28.2 QBR, 59 yards total for him, and 1 interception. The run game was below the average on both of these teams here, and boy, it was just terrible, man. The only thing I had to say was honorable mention to Van Jefferson. He had 12 catches, 161 yards, 1 touchdown. And we have a Barrowman. That's a wide receiver.
Brady Barrowman. He's
Brady.
tight end.
Yeah, Brady Barrowman, man. Yeah, 6 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. But yeah, man, Ole Miss, 40 passing yards. That's nuts.
Just play the bell and let's move on to the next game because that's horrendous. Hopefully he steps up, man. But the second to last game, we had this one to close out the premiere on Sunday. Penn State versus Ohio State. Always a good game, but it ended up only being a good game for the Buckeyes as they were able to blow out the Nittany Lions 38-10.
Well, here's another one. I had this for Washington earlier. Where the heck has this been all season long? What are you doing, Ohio State? Why are you gonna just come up here midway, past midway point, and now you want to put 38 points on the board? 3 weeks ago, you guys couldn't even put 3 drives together back to back without having some problems. Maybe you guys should start wearing these black uniforms every game because it must have helped. You guys did awesome in this game. I just thought, they came out ready. I don't think Penn State expected them to come out like this, and they just got them off guard. Huge win, and hats off to Gavin Folk. Every time I'm about to say his name, I feel like I'm about to swear, so I got to sort of pause myself because I say the F word too much in real life. So, Gavin Folk. Good game for you, man.
Yeah, man. Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The playbooks, man, they really changed some things here. Something that I found, man, it's a little gem for you stat guys, man, who like this stuff. Ohio State came in here, man, 19 of 53 on third down. They are by far one of the worst teams, the second to last worst team on third down at only 35% on third down this entire season. Do you guys know what they were this last game?
Go ahead, tell it to him, Ron.
73% on third down, man.
Man,
big difference.
73%, man. Huge difference, man. You can tell here with the score. So just going forward, that's going to be very, very interesting to see. They ended up being 14-19 on third down. Total ball control as well. Had the ball for 30 minutes to PSU's 18 minutes. They were 4 for 4 in the red zone with 4 touchdowns, man, in the red zone. Folk, like he talked about, 141 QBR rating, 21-29. The 4 touchdowns came from him, 130 for him on the ground as well. Man. Feldman also had 24 carries, 89 yards, and that guy Tyler Dietrich. Yeah, six receptions, 118 yards, and 1 touchdown. Man, Ohio State looked really, really good against PSU. Man, this is probably the worst that I've seen PSU look this season here. I did give a nod to Tyler Schmidt and also Peter McQuilkin, those 2 user-submitted players who continue to do, what they can. But, man, they just belong to Ohio State, man. A great job by these guys.
Yeah, and, was very impressed by Gavin Folk. I always felt like he had really good ability in him. What did he have? A total of 5 touchdowns? I think it was 4 touchdowns, not 5. But 3 passing, 1 rushing. I think the playbook really is tailored towards his strength. And, he came out, played really well. Ramos, this was one of his struggle games, man. Just to see Penn State only put up 10 points, definitely was expecting them to do more. But we'll have to see how they do on the season. I mean, Ohio State still's got to fight to try to get in the bowl game, man. This was a team that was a playoff team a year ago. Not looking like they're going to get back to that top 4 this year. With a 3-4 record right now currently, but the last 5 games, they got to win at least 3 of them. So we're going to see if the playbooks can keep them going in the right direction. And the final game of the week to recap, man. We already knew.
Palm trees in the chat while you can.
Yeah, man, let's put the RIP right now out for Miami, man. I told you guys that Georgia was going to beat on y'all, man. I told y'all. That wasn't that they really beat on y'all, but I told you that they was going to win. They was going to do it where, it wasn't dominating all the way, but you knew Georgia had control of this game, man. And your defense, this tough defense, man, we expected them to really make it kind of hard on Georgia. But the start of this game, Where was the secondary when Brock Melton scored those 2 touchdowns? And, I mean, Lito, I'm not going to throw Lito in that category because Lito did actually only give up like 1 catch that entire game. But guess what? I'm going to have to bail you, though, my guy, because it was 4 touchdowns. It was a touchdown. You gave a touchdown. You got roasted. The press was missed. Dude cooked you on the line.
Get him dirty.
You gotta get the bell for that, man. I mean, other than that, you balled out. You balled out, man. But Brock Melton definitely served you up on that play. And then for Matty Packerman, man, I know you guys are supposed to be doing the RIP in right now, but I just wanted to speak on this first because this was my piece heading into this. And yeah, Matty Packerman, that was just, I'm belling you right now. I was just sad. One, you gave up a touchdown. You gave up a touchdown. You was on his back. He killed you in the end zone. I don't know why you're running in the back of the end zone when the guy's running the hook. So you just got, I don't know what you were doing on that play. Got cooked. And then you definitely got to get this bell coming up because Brock Melton went on your head with one hand. That was probably the most embarrassing catch that anyone could have made on a cornerback. And it wasn't for a touchdown, but he got the first down, and it was on a crucial down. And, you know, to get bagged like that, man, pretty sad. And he scored on you. So he scored on both the cornerbacks. That's an RIP right there. Still scored on both of you guys. You could say, oh, I clamped him down the rest of the game. He only had 3 catches. But the guy had 2 touchdowns out of those 3 catches. So he was in the end zone on your defense for more than half of the times he made plays. So that's upsetting. The rest of the team, I mean, you guys did pretty good in the beginning with Perkins. But he ended up still rushing, what $130 plus on these dudes? Still ended up breaking y'all. Where was the, you know what I mean? You guys couldn't contain Georgia, man. And this is the type of game that, you know, we were expecting. You know, you guys have put up a fight. Now, you guys did get screwed over, okay, with the glitch play. Yeah. But I know that you guys are sitting up there trying to make an excuse for that. But you take off the 4 points. Let's just take the 4 points off. You guys still winning this game? No. You guys weren't beating Georgia. So with that being said, man, for all the trash talk for you guys last week, you guys thought you was going to get it done, but you didn't. Commish had to come out this time. Take this L and take this bell.
She said take the L. Oh, yeah, I got to add another one, man. Give him another bell for me, man. Why are you guys going to come out here? You're going to talk so much. We spent, 45 minutes, I think, last week on this conversation in the chat, and they were defending themselves to no end. And you guys come out here and do this. Come on, guys. You guys are better than that. Come on. You posting your palm trees in the chat all the time. He's not even talking about your game. We got palm trees everywhere and like prayer hands. And you guys come out here and this happens. Man. But hey, hats off to Georgia. They do what they do. They're number 1 for a reason. And they're probably going to stay that way until the last game. So, I mean, Georgia does what Georgia does. Miami talks more than they can play at some points, I guess. And here we are.
Man,
Washington gonna get it next, Lito. Did you see what Washington did this past week?
Now we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. Go ahead, Mix.
I gotta go ahead and get a rest in peace for y'all boys too, man. Cause look, y'all boys out here, yo, put us in man mix, yo, 335, son. Hey, y'all boys was in man. And boy, oh boy, did y'all get work, man. I heard they selling dog meat now at the Hard Rock Cafe, boys, because I don't know if they got hamburgers down here, man. They might have turkey burgers down there, man, because y'all boys definitely not bringing no beef in this defense, man. This defense is looking kind of sweet and sour right now, man. Y'all might be like a little bit of goulash or something like that, man. But this, I don't know about this. I don't know about this defense, man. This is just crazy, man. I said, bro, are they really going to let Brock Melton do this to them, man? Expose these guys in the secondary, man. Are they really gonna do this, man? And we got look. All jokes aside, y'all know we keep it real, bro. We put they said, yo, we're playing too much zone. We need to man. Matter of fact, they wanted us to give 100% man, and I'm glad that I talked them out of it. You know, they were like, "Oh, Mix, we need 99.999 man and no zone." And I was like, "I think y'all guys, I think you might want to just back up off the nah, Mix, we want man." I was like, "Guys, I don't know, man. You might want to just have a little bit of zone." So we settled, we compromised, and boy, oh boy, man, did they just get worked, man, all around. I know CP. I had an interception. I know you're gonna say all that, man, but other than that, that was just looking like a route.
Let me give a bell to CP because you had the interception, but where were you at on the touchdown when he cooked your boy Lito? Where you at on that? You supposed to be the center fielder. Where you supposed to get that?
I am my brother's keeper, man. I don't know what he was doing over there, man. He might have been trying to order some dog
So that's
food
just your
or something,
man's
man.
fault. That's just your
I don't
man's
know
fault.
what
That's
was
just
going
Lito's
on,
fault.
man. Bulldogs just came in there and left duty all over the place, man. Just really, really funky down there at the Hard Rock Cafe, man.
Now Chris Paul. Chris Paul wants to say he tripped, man. RP to his ankles.
It tripped right into that L, man.
Yeah, tripped into an L. Man, oh man, boy. Yeah, Miami, y'all know I've been with y'all. I've been riding. Nobody can say I haven't been riding. I was riding for 8 full weeks, man. Y'all got Washington, man. What y'all?
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man.
We talk about guard. We talk about man.
You guys are, you guys. I'm gonna still say this. You guys still didn't play too bad in this game. It was Georgia, top team. But what I will say is where you guys are really gonna get bailed up. If y'all don't win 6 games and get bowl eligible, at least compete in a bowl game, because we already know. RIP to the playoffs. That's dead. But the bowl game, you guys don't make a bowl game after all this heavy talk. Yeah, you know what's coming. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I'm glad these guys are good sports about it, because I feel like
man.
I feel like if some other guys probably wouldn't take this too well.
Oh no, these guys are great. They already know it, man.
Awesome.
They know how the culture is, man. So
They're used to
I
taking
really
L's, man.
And for guys who know me, man, and for guys who know me,
hold on, Smitty, hold on, man. Hold that thought, Smitty. You hear what Bill just said?
What did he say?
Bro, he just said they used to take an L, so it don't really mean anything. Whoa, Bell.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bell.
I had to.
That's crazy.
Oh, no.
I don't know about y'all taking that. Y'all gonna let Bill talk to y'all like that, man?
Hey, no. You know what? I had their back all week last week. Rob, I'm pretty sure you even had their back last week.
I did have their back,
come up here and let us down.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna say, man. I knew they was gonna take an L, so I ain't get let down this week. Oh, matter of fact, Bill, you thought you weren't gonna get a bell this week. You did go for Miami, didn't you?
Yeah.
Take that bell. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got
I'll
that
take the
bell. But
and that's why they're getting it from me right now, because I took the heat for them last week and they just let me down.
Oh, good,
I'm glad I don't got reloads, man, because I definitely wouldn't put no more reloads on these guys, man.
And what I was going to say, I said, for those who know me, man, like in terms of if dudes did get upset, I'm not trying to say I'm like trying to be on some disrespectful stuff, but you know, if you get upset over this, I don't care. Like a lot of dudes try to get a lot of dudes.
I don't care.
I really don't, because what happens is, like, you know, you got to know it's for good reason. You got to know that we're not going to sit up here and we're not trying to bash you. If you take it that way, you know, and try to make it like the league is out here trying to get at you and all that. Look, you can take it like that. It don't matter to me. We can have one less person showing up to the streams. Everybody know where it's lit at for RFL season. So I mean, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But everybody here taking it. What?
Look at what Chris Polk just put in the chat right now. How are you gonna put that on your quarterback, man?
What he put on his QB?
He
ain't a team player. Oh, what he said? DJ lost him the game.
He said the quarterback got to play better. Your defense needs to play better.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
RP to CP for not stepping up, man.
Oh, you a diva now,
Put
man.
the warm bottles right now in the chat for him, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and join y'all. Where's the
boy,
where the bottles at?
Yeah, put the warm bottles, guys. You got to put the warm bottles, man. Where my warm bottle movement at?
Damn, I can't find the bottle.
Oh, there it is. You can only do so much. What did you do?
What happened?
He said we only can do so much. I said, what did you do?
Oh, I thought you was talking to somebody in your house. I was like, oh, I said, dang, Bill done brought this to the podcast. Jesus. All right, but yeah, put the bottles in the chat, man. CP, you gotta get that, man. But that's it for the recaps, man. Crazy recap, legendary recap, probably the best one so far this week out of the podcast and the series.
I hope it's the best one this week. It's the only one this week.
Yeah, you're right about that. So RP to me for that. But moving on, we got the top 25 rankings. Now, these are more on point because now it's taken out of my hands. The only thing I changed is if you guys had the same record and for some reason you beat a team, but the ranking system put them over you, then I put you over top of that team because you had the same record and you defeated them. So that's the only change I made. The rest of this, though, came off of a true generated ranking system from the Lobster League thing that I have. Let me see how they ranked it again here.
We know Wisconsin's about to be number 4.
What?
Never. But so it goes for percentage of win,
$40 menu.
head-to-head, point differential, and points allowed. So that's the order that it goes in, and these are your new top 25 rankings. All right, so at number 1, you got Georgia, of course. Alabama now moving back up to number 2. I know
About time.
McCall about to gloat here. USC drops from 2 to 3 after an upsetting loss to Wisconsin. Then you had Clemson. What?
What is this?
What's wrong with that?
Never mind.
Anyway, Clemson goes to 4, and then we got Florida. Florida at 5, Baylor 6, Florida State 7, Oklahoma State 8, Auburn 9, LSU 10, Minnesota 11, Oklahoma 12, Michigan 13, UCLA 14, Wisconsin 15, West Virginia 16, Penn State 17, Miami 18, Washington 19, Oregon 20, Ohio State 21, Michigan State 22, Utah 23, Iowa 24, and Texas holding on at number 25. So those are the rankings. What's your guys' thoughts?
I ain't gonna say nothing, man.
Bill's gonna say it's terrible. We already know why.
What is this? How the heck did Wisconsin way down at 15 here? Let's have some common sense. They beat USC. How is USC's number 3? I don't even think they're number 3 in our old rating system.
I think
What is this?
no, they were. They were.
They shouldn't have been.
I'm gonna tell you what, because for one, you got Clemson and USC tied at a 6-2 record, right? So even though Clemson's been on a winning streak, let's look at the point differential. USC has outscored their opponents by 97 points, and Clemson has done it by 80. They never played each other, and even though they took an upset and loss, USC still has been the more dominant winner. So that's why they're higher than Clemson.
Whatever, man.
Smitty, I don't have no problem with it, man. I actually thought. Oh, let me come back to my screen real quick. I was trying to pull something up real quick. But yeah, I actually thought it looked pretty good to me, man. I didn't see anything, that I thought was suspect or anything, man. Let me look at it again here. Yeah,
man, look a little sus.
Let's see. So Bill, what is your argument again now? Tell me what your argument is.
Wisconsin should be higher.
Let me go to Wisconsin then and give my reason on why Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is this?
What happened?
I do not understand this logic here. So,
What happened?
Well, neither do I. So we're on the same page here.
trying to see here. So I'm trying to figure out why they do have UCLA over Wisconsin.
Thank you.
Because UCLA
You said thank you.
has 156 total points. Because this goes off of points allowed. You guys have given up more points than UCLA, so
makes
that's
sense.
why you were lower.
Points allowed. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The point differential was the third determining factor, but the fourth final determining factor comes down to amount of points allowed. They gave up 144. You guys gave up 152.
Makes sense.
Justin, nobody asked you. Stop it.
All right, then.
So-
I guess it really can't be no argument due to the fact that
I'm just having some fun, guys.
Oh, yeah, we know.
I'm not that blind that I think Wisconsin's the best team. I just like having a little fun. I do think they maybe could at least be on the left side of the panel, but hey, I get it. They had a couple of bad losses. They're going to be where they're at. We're still going to be up in the top 10 eventually, so it's all good.
I doubt that.
Wow.
But,
you doubted that last week too, Smitty, and look who got the bell for it this week.
That's
So
cool.
keep
That's cool.
on doubt.
You guys going to the championship this week? This year?
Why are you even
Playoffs?
talking?
I'm just
Why are you
saying.
even saying stuff like that?
I'm just saying, man. You said these boys is like that. I don't see they like that, man. They're at 15 right now under UCLA. You just took an L to Washington State.
Smitty, can you put gifts on the screen?
Gifts?
right.
I think I can.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
can't at the moment.
Oh man, because Sean put a funny gift of you, man, when you said it. Oh yeah, guys, I paid for a stat a stat program or whatever, a ranking program or whatever. He put a picture of a pimp dude walking down some steps talking about his you
Oh
coming
yeah,
from the bank,
I
man.
seen that. Yeah.
It was That was funny as I don't know what, man.
All right, so this is speaking of that, man. We had a little debate. We was in the debate room. Had a lot of crazy things going on, man. I would like to take the time right now to promote my yutters.
Oh, hold on.
My.
Nope.
So,
Hold
Peter
up.
Pan
so
yutters
cancel,
on deck.
man.
Oh snap!
Oh, you won't get these cleats out of here.
Okay, let me throw these back on. So for $297.99, you can get yourself some Peter Pan yutters today, man. Right now, signature.
Cap.
You see the signature? Peter
Cap.
Pan sign these Jones, and you want some Peter Pan yutters? You want to take your swag to the next level with shoes, man. You know what I mean? This is how you do it.
Yeah,
Got to put the Peter Pan yutters. You get the signature. That's $100 extra, man. You know, limited edition joints. So, you know, you want to be fly, bro. Get these Peter Pan yutters, man. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking them. I had a couple flex pictures. Matter of fact, let me see if I can throw one of those in here.
This man had a whole photo shoot.
Yeah, so I had a little, I let them know out here, you know?
Yo, Bill, you ringing the bell, Bill?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got my own bell now.
I hear it in the
right?
back. But
Yeah, I got my own bell.
it ain't strong. It ain't
that's
strong
your
enough.
Well,
man.
guess what? I'm trying my best, okay?
Ain't strong enough, my boy.
It doesn't help that I got a bell ringer that doesn't ring the bell when it's requested, so I had to improvise.
Still got the bootleg.
So I just wanted to go ahead and put these up, man. Just to let y'all know. For the first time, if you guys never seen your boy Smitty, man, I made some appearances on some videos. But I don't think you guys seen me, man. Just trying to find a good little flick. You know what I mean? And really put the persuasion on. You know, this is one of our first ads, so I'm hoping you guys really enjoy this.
What do you mean? One of our first ads?
Yeah, it's one of our first ads. You know, this go with me, guys. This is why you're on the podcast. But yeah, let me see.
Nuts.
Hey, now hold on, real quick now while you load this up. Is this legit something that is sponsoring the RFL? Is this something that you got going on?
Yeah, I put my man Dre Crowell in these.
No, like honestly, like, is this like an RFL thing that we're like?
Oh no, you guys gotta know I'm playing. Y'all thought I was dead serious?
No, man.
I'd hope not, but you've been going strong for a while.
Yeah, I've been going strong. That's how I am, man. Hold up, I gotta get the
look at the laugh. Look at the laugh, bro. You gotta know he's just playing, bro.
Yeah, you thought I was dead serious.
Hey, I didn't know.
I go all the way to the end though. I go all the way to the end.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, he's going to the end of it.
You already know how I get down with these. So,
bro, you really up here about to show these guys this though?
Yeah.
Nobody want to see these.
No,
what? Get to see the commission some swag.
They don't have a soul. What do you
talking about? They don't have a soul.
They ain't got a soul.
These Jones going to heaven when they done with them.
No, they're not, dude. No, they're not.
Your feet will be
These
cold
look
walking
like a
in
beefed up version of what the Lord of the Rings would have wore if they actually wore shoes.
Oh, you crazy? You coming at these shoes crazy, ain't you, Bill?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Let me hold up. What is it?
$297.
So this one right here, man. Me and your boy up here.
Thanks.
This is my face right now to the dudes. This is my face right now to the dudes who ain't buying the yutters, who haven't been buying the yutters.
Why are you sitting like that? Who sits like that?
Who sits like this is me flexing the boot.
You trying to get a leg stretch in there
flex,
before
man.
you do it? Like,
you
run
talking
some
about?
stairs?
That's ultimate yutters right there. Let me see what else we got.
Tie them damn things, man. What are you
Ty,
doing?
you ain't tie no Peter Pan yutters.
You're a trip.
You're tripping.
You're tripping. You're gonna be tripping.
Hey, let's see another swag joint.
Cavs at Hill Bottom. Cam, you do not want to rock
those.
those.
I'm talking about
Stock
Cam.
Going
Cam
down.
know what's going on. He knows swag.
Stock going down. Seventh round pick.
On. Peep the flex though.
I'm about to post some photos with my New Balance. What is that?
Peep the flex. Oh my God, official.
How long did it take you to get your leg up that high?
It didn't take me that long because I'm not 30 like you, Bill.
Hey.
Let me see. What else we got out here?
I'm just gonna be quiet.
You look like you're like trying to show the world that you can put your leg up that high. That's what I'm getting from this picture.
I'm really trying to make it sit. Oh, there go Jakari joint again. We don't want that. Is this right? Oh no.
Hey,
and then this is the last little flex right here. I know I'm taking a minute, but you know what I mean, help you.
We can call this a flex if you want
sponsor
to.
Your boy. Sponsor your boy, man. Sponsor your boy. Look, I mean, mug with these joints on, man.
Bro, you probably got mad splinters on your feet right now on that wood
cool.
deck right there, man.
My feet cool.
Walking around with no soles.
Peter Pan was rocking these 1953, just now deciding to drop these joints. Y'all got to cop.
Terrible,
It's only right.
man.
But anyway,
earlobes.
let's get back to the podcast. Then.
Earlobes.
Let's get back to the podcast then, man. Got the loaf of breads.
The loafers before the loafers. These are original loafers.
So we gonna go.
Madness.
We gonna go to week 9 and also I am gonna put it out there, man. First person to come through with some Peter Pan yellows, bro. You gonna get a whole reload buck supply for a year of 1,000 reload bucks.
That's
on
extortion,
your boy. It's not extortion. You know, I don't see it as extortion.
Bro, they said you got the wheat breads on, bro. Not the wheat breads.
Yeah, the wheats. It's all cool. They flaming now, but I know y'all gonna be rocking them in 2021. It's all good.
No.
But Matt, week 9, we got a banger starting out the week. Baylor versus Alabama.
Baylor versus Alabama.
Number 6 versus number 2. That's a huge game. And it's going to kick us off, man. Who you guys got winning this one?
I'm gonna go with Bama.
Yeah. Bama, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
Hey, Mac, I know you're on the chat. You better bring something to this game.
It's gonna be a tough game, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not gonna be a game that
it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna just tell you, man. The only thing that I think that Bama has in their favor right now is the play of Tyler Moe. Tyler Moe don't show up, man, and Bama can continue to be consistent on offense here and maybe not be affected by this defense. And I think they got this, man. But Baylor is a solid defense here, so. You just can't say Bama's going to roll over here. It's going to be a very tough game, man. I'm definitely going to be in the building for that, obviously.
Yeah, that's going to be lit, and both of us calling that, so we'll get to see Crimson Tide. Gets to win.
All the dates are wrong apparently.
How the dates are wrong?
Because it's not the right date. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because today's the 28th.
Oh yeah, today's the 28th. So Baylor and Alabama starts now.
You lying?
I'm not lying. Your poster's lying.
See what happened was you was wearing your Peter Pans and you was in Neverland. They back a day, they behind.
Yeah, that's done threw me off. Okay, well, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We'll get those right. Good thing I haven't posted
that bell
these.
real quick.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
I can play mine for it if you
want.
want.
Avoid the bell.
Nah, you're this week over there, Bill. Yeah, I didn't.
Whatever, man.
Can't outmatch this one. We got Minnesota and Michigan State. Michigan State really been in a slump lately, but so has Minnesota. But I got Minnesota pulling through in this one. Who you guys got?
That's tough, man. I'm gonna have to go with Minnesota too. I mean, even though they're on a couple game losing streak, they're 11 for a reason, over 22. So I'm gonna go with Kershaw and the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, I think the Gophers, man, it just kind of seems like MSU was just struggling this season, just haven't really put it together. I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
All right, next game, Notre Dame and Oregon. Oregon's been flying. Notre Dame has been awful. I think this is hands down OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah, I'm taking Oregon.
Yeah, I can't. Actually, Smitty, I don't think I should say any of the games because I've already streamed my portions.
Oh, okay, so we'll just have this to build for. You streamed all the ones already?
Yeah, I'm done. I streamed all the 1 p.m.
Oh my God, she ain't getting to work.
Yeah,
I haven't even started one. I had to get one after this.
Yeah, I went ahead and just did that overnight, man. Worked overnight. And
see, this is what we talk about, man. We dedicated for this right here. You know what I'm saying? Guys out here working. This is why they're at the top.
Rob's already got the games ready to rock.
My God.
Oh yeah, already.
So the next game, we got Miami and Washington. This is definitely going to be game 18 versus 19. Miami, took that beat down, took that L, took that bell. Are they going to take another one here against the hot Washington right now? On the road, who you guys got?
I'm done with them. I'm taking Washington.
Oh, wow.
Yep, I'm done. Keep your palm trees out the chat, guys.
Smitty, let me see something on the schedule real quick. Is that supposed to be a 4 p.m.? Oh, no, that's a game we're calling, right?
No, that's a premier game.
That's a premier game?
Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be a 4, I think, or a 1.
4 p.m., yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 4 p.m., I think, yeah.
Yeah, so those times are completely jacked up.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
You going? Oh yeah, you hold up. You can go on this one.
Yeah,
that's
right. Yeah, I can do that because I don't. Yeah, okay. Miami, man, y'all know I rock with y'all, man. But this new and improved Washington is looking really, really good. Really, really good, man. Y'all gonna have to really, y'all gonna have to play some man or something. Y'all gonna have to strap up, man. Stop somebody, because look, these guys got Bachelia, LeCavalier, and Jeremy. All three of those guys, man, turn up fast, bro. The last man, look, y'all boys, y'all better watch out. And then they got the running back. They got two running backs. One is the guy Belrich. He's automatically just killing it right now. And then they have another guy who comes in and gives him breaks. Clyde Branch? No, Lynch, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clyde Lynch, man. On top of the fact that Romanelli just doesn't make mistakes. He just plays lights out. And they're at home. Oh, man. Guys, look, I love y'all guys, man. But, if White shows up like he's been playing and Washington starts putting on good drives, off mistakes from you guys' defense, this might be lights out, man. Washington all day. I'm going to go Washington on this one.
Now, this is what I'm going to say about this game here. It's not going to be a hard on it. Like I am going to go on the side of Miami. And the only reason I'm going to go with that, because I do feel like, for one, they played Georgia, and they did give up, the big plays to Brock Melton. But I don't feel that Washington has receivers as comparable to Georgia. And so with that, I do think that, and they held Brock Melton still, other than those 2 touchdown catches and the 1 bad catch on Matty Packerman's head, they held him to really no yards. That was their leading receiver. So I do think that, DJ White played a little bit better. I don't think that Washington's defense has been all that great this year. So I'm not going to say it's a heavy Miami, but I do think that I just have a feeling they might win this one. So I will say Miami.
Smitty, I gotta ask y'all a question before I hand out this bill. Did anybody here say that Washington was better than Miami?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead and get a bell to raise your productions, please. Because no, we did not say that Washington was better than Miami, my guy. That's why we talk about guys don't be listening, man. They just be talking in here. We said that Washington is competitive. That's what we said, bro.
Yeah, for one, when I not trying to come at your neck or anything, but at the end of the day, I mean, you could see that a little bit from the ranking. If they were better, then I think they both have the same record, if I'm not mistaken. There's a reason why Miami's higher.
The ranking, and by it doesn't even make any sense what he's saying, because Wisconsin is higher than Miami. Are we saying Wisconsin is better than Miami? No. So
yes, we are.
No, we're not saying that.
We're not
whatever,
saying
man.
That, Bill. R.I.P. to Bill. Can't believe you said that. But we got Utah versus USC. I keep saying USC instead of UCLA. I'll bail myself for that. But UCLA is hosting Utah. UCLA has not been that great, man. Up and down season. I'm gonna say that they look great and then they look terrible. It's not an in between thing for these guys, and it's kind of been a little bit of the same for Utah. But I feel like Utah's been on a little bit of a lower level because they've lost, of course, more games. But what do you guys think? Do you think Utah gets an upset here and bounce back, or do you think UCLA bounces back?
I think that UCLA, because the one thing, like, yes, UCLA has had some up and downs, but the one thing I think that they can rely on is Holman. Mm-hmm. And with them being at home, I think they've looked recently, the last few games, that they really want to feed him the ball, and it's worked for him. I think with Utah coming off a big loss, UCLA playing at home, if they can get Holman going, which I think they will, I think they're going to win this game.
I think Utah is still going to come in here and play, man. I think that right now, I think Utah ran into, they just ran into a really good West Virginia team. West Virginia has proven to us that they ball this season, and that's why they lost. But UCLA really has not proved anything to us except that Holman can put up big yards on the ground. That's just hasn't been enough. He gets 150 yards. It doesn't matter. They still lose. I think that Utah is going to have the edge in this. I'm going to pick Utah.
Oh,
I like it.
Okay, I think UCLA is going to bounce back. No, I don't really have too much. I think you guys pretty much broke it down, but I just feel like UCLA, with the home field advantage too, they might actually get back on track here with that. Then we got Iowa versus Michigan. That's a big one. Iowa's been out here, putting teams to work, man, to have to win the game. Almost won their 4th straight. Almost beat Clemson. Now here they are on the road taking on Michigan. Who you guys got? Michigan's been struggling a little bit too.
Yeah, this is a really tough one because I feel like my mind is saying I should just take Michigan, but Iowa's just been such a like a thorn in everybody's side that they've played, whether they're on the road or not. That's like I feel weird about picking against them, but I think I'm gonna go with Michigan here. It's a tough. It's really close for me though, because like I'm sorry if you're out there, man, but I just Corey Polley just is not the most accurate, consistent guy. So I worry about that, but I'm gonna go Michigan on this one.
I'm gonna go Iowa, man. I think these guys are dangerous, and I keep saying it. And I know you can keep giving me bells if they keep losing. I'm fine with that. These guys are putting up a fight. You're not gonna roll over on them. To me, Iowa has been more impressive than Michigan this year.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really argue against that too much.
So don't be fooled by the 24. Iowa gets it done at Michigan here, and yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go with Michigan. I feel like they might just pull it off, man. I love the way that Iowa's been playing, but I just feel Michigan's going to be able to get it done enough, and it's going to be close. But I think Michigan might get it done. It's a big game right here, real life championship rematch from last year's national championship. LSU number 10 going up against number 4 Clemson. Who you guys got?
Man, this one I automatically went to Clemson, but like if LSU from last week can show up and have some type of the same. Obviously, Clemson, I don't think they're going to have the same production as they did last week because Clemson's a much more high-powered team, I think. But, if they can show anything like half of what they did last week, they're going to put up a big fight. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a defensive game, but I think Clemson pulls it out in the end.
I think that Clemson's defense is going to be effective against the run, and I think that if for some reason they're able to limit the wide receiving of the wide receivers and also Bell's play, that they're going to get this win. I don't think that LSU will just roll over, but I don't know, man. Honestly, man, Clemson at home, that just sounds really scary right now. So I'm going to go Clemson in this ball game.
Yeah, I'll go with Clemson as well. These next 2 games, I know that you've already recorded, right, Rap? Those 2.
I've already recorded
Okay.
those. Yeah.
So we got 10. So this will be just me and you, Bill. Tennessee and Mississippi State. I think Tennessee is
done.
Not going to get it. I think it's Mississippi State, man. I think Mississippi State wins.
Yeah, I think so too. I really like. They didn't do much last week for me, but I really like Baker. And I think he'll have a better week this week. I think they're going to get the win.
All right, Washington State and Texas A&M. I got A&M.
Yeah. I'm gonna go A&M, man. JTA's got to do something.
And let's kind of burrow through these. We already getting close to that 2-hour mark. We didn't even get to the debate part. Ohio State versus Nebraska. I got Ohio State. What you guys got?
I got Ohio State for sure. After last week, if they can put forth any type of effort like that, Nebraska's not going to stand a chance.
I'll just making sure. Smitty, did I record that game?
No, I think I recorded that one.
Oh yeah, okay. It's gonna be difficult, man. I like the new offense that Ohio State is in. I'm gonna just go with Ohio State because I have to at this point. Jeremy though, man, he's looking a little bit better. So we'll see.
Oklahoma State in West Virginia. I'm gonna go with West Virginia. I think they get the upset at home.
Yeah, I think they got their swagger back a little bit. Leo put together a couple of nice games back to back. They're at home. I'm gonna take West Virginia too.
Yo, you gotta bail me too, Smitty. I did record at Ohio State and Nebraska.
Oh, it's all good. You didn't remember what the score was at the moment, so it's all good.
Wait, but was that supposed to be a 1 p.m. game?
It probably was, so I probably misread that.
Oh, okay, but it's not a premier game. I mean, it's not a game we're supposed to call, though, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. All right, so OSU and West Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, yeah. Man. Leo Moon for the win.
There it is.
And all 3 for West Virginia. All right, Florida State and Oklahoma.
Ooh, that's... I'm going to have to go. I got to go with The Rock, man. I got to go with Oklahoma. I like watching him play.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on these Florida State Seminoles,
I
man.
know.
Boy. Hey, I was going to, what were the names? Babcock and all them guys. DeMarco.
Elias.
Eli,
DeMarco, yeah.
Akers. Hey, these guys got a new playbook, man. You know what? Sorry, Rock. I can't jump on a wagon this week, man. I'm going FSU for the upset, man.
I'm a slide with the Rock, man.
Kind of weird though because they're actually higher ranked than them, so it wouldn't be an upset.
Yeah, it's not an upset at all. Like
Yeah.
I think guys really magnify Oklahoma higher due to the fact of how
the Rock.
great the Rock is. You know, but
it's not exactly unwarranted. Like when you have a guy that is that electric, you know, anything can happen. And if he's got a good thing going like that offense is really hard to stop.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Oklahoma here. Okay, Wisconsin, Penn State.
You already know. This isn't even. Don't even have to ask anybody. Everybody's gonna pick Wisconsin.
I was just about to say Bill. We already know where Bill's going. Who you going with?
Bill, I have to jump off this train now.
Don't do it.
Penn State, the natural baby.
Now I'm always go up against Bill, man. So at the end of the day, but like if I was really going to be honest, bro, I think Wisconsin might win this joint. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I think the natural will give him 400 yards of passing offense, man.
Ooh.
I don't think so, man. I think that defense is going to do something, man. I think Mr. Kobe Bamba is going to have something to say about that.
All right, so what if we put a little Bell challenge on at least 300? Do you think he'll get 300?
Oh, the natural?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. His wide receiver core. Oh yeah. He's definitely getting
Bill.
that.
So do you think that the natural is going to throw for over 300 yards on the Wisconsin defense?
No.
All right, so there's the bell. Don't matter who wins if the challenge ain't done. Well, we're still going to
I think Duncan's going to have 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards. And I think the defense is going to hold him to 250 passing yards.
Bill, 3 touchdowns and over that many against that secondary with McBookin.
Now he's talking about the defense.
I don't care about the secondary, man.
He said
Duncan's going to run through the line. He doesn't care about the secondary.
He's talking about
McCook will be coming and run stopping though, bro.
Hey, I don't care. He ain't stopping Duncan.
Okay, Bill.
So remember this. This is going to be maybe another bell week this upcoming week. So in the final game of the week, you know Georgia's always going to pretty much be at this spot, but this might be the final time they end up as the final game of the week because this is pretty much their last challenge to challenge them for a loss this season. Florida, number 5, taking on Georgia. Who you got?
Georgia. Not a question.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia?
Not much has to be said about that. Just, going with that. All right, so this is what we're going to do here. Our final segment before we get into... this is the debate spot. So let's go ahead and throw Noah. Noah, if you are here, I know it was a long wait, man, but if you are here, hop in the chat. And what I will do is I will get this picture from
he's ready.
Beazle, for your upcoming list. So let me see. And I'll put this on.
Hey, Rob, what was the role again? Trustee, right? For access to this channel?
Oh, I don't even remember, man.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
We're going to roll with it. See if it works. Hey, while we're waiting here, did you guys see what I posted in the Discord before?
No, what happened?
Where?
So Jakari showed his face in the the Discord and said, "Dang, Mix, chill, we cool, no beef."
That's what he posted in there. Oh no, man, Casper the friendly ghost trying to be friendly now.
He couldn't come in the chat though and say it. He had to say it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh man, I heard a beep. I think he might be in here.
Is he in here? You in here, Noah?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you, my guy.
Hey, there he is.
All right, so we got Noah in the chat, man. This has been, once again, just so guys know, this is not an official top 100 RFL list. I'm pretty sure most people understood that, but this was Noah's pretty much top 100 list, and we're pretty much just going to have a little debate just going all over, what his reasoning was on why he felt guys needed to be where they were ranked. So what we're going to do, we're going to start from the bottom, like Drake, and then we're going to work our way up. So we're going to start here at 100. So you had put Jesse Newhouser at 100, Sean Acosta 99, Sean Carter 98, Douglas Drake 97. That's actually Rainey Shropshire at 96. RIP. Let me play a bell for C. Beazle. Wayman Yates 95, Joey Lott 94, Dylan Cutler 93, Mahmoud Ajalani 92, and Brandon Oliver 91. So, does anybody? I got something to say, but Bill, Rob, you guys got anything that you want to talk to about?
If you don't mind, I have.
You want to
some
start off
things
first?
that I want to say.
Okay.
Before we even get into this, because I think it's gonna be most of the same arguments,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one specific person on this call that I would like to.
Go ahead,
some
air it
points
out
to.
then. What you got to say then?
Okay, all right. Here we
I'm
go.
waiting on you.
So,
Okay, okay.
I made some points. I wrote down some points since last night when I was like, all right, I got to get on the show. I got to figure this out. So first, if you're on the list, you're a great player. No matter where you are on the list, you're a great player. So Contavious Henderson being at 69, he's still a great player. Okay.
Let's go to where
Start
that
there.
list was with said 69.
He's at 69.
Rest in peace to that.
Okay. Second,
Okay.
I tried to balance the positions, okay? So there's about 10 per position on the thing. Contavious Henderson, since we've been talking about him, he was the I think he's number 8, I think, yeah. So it's you really have to balance it with the position and everybody else around him.
Mhm.
But I'm going to put around like 8th best receiver is going to be pretty close to the 10th best corner or something like that. So it's all relative.
So that's how you
So
went
I'm not-
about your list. Was
Yeah.
What you go stats first or
I'm a stats first guy. That's how I
Okay.
do things. So you made the point, Mix, that there's a ton that those receivers, Henderson and Guyton, very comparable stats. Well, here's the deal. I'd love to have those players tighter, but there were positions that had a lot closer stats. So like on defense, on the defensive line, like the edge rushers, the defensive ends, there was like 6, 7, 8 guys with 11 sacks. So I can't put them all like right directly next to each other. I have to find the things that make them different, that make a player better than another player. Also, I just had the stats the daddy leagues had. So for example, I didn't have tackle for loss until like I was halfway done writing this, and this took me like a month just to write after I made the list. So all of the stuff for the website, all that. So I didn't have everything that I would have liked to have. And then again, it is a flawed list. It's my list. I saw, like, as I was going through, when I had like 20 left, there was one player specifically that I was like, oh man, I really should have had him on the list, but like, I'm almost done. Like, oh, this has been so long. I'll take the bell on that one. I have my own bell right here. Take my own bell.
bell.
Bro, this
Yeah,
bell.
dude, I came prepared for this.
My bell sucked compared to that one.
That was pretty good. I could tell what type of bell that was. It sounds like I might still be wrong. Maybe you're preparing for Christmas with that little jangle drink, or you either got the one
needs
with
more
the
baritone.
It's like
where
at
the
the bell
teachers.
hop, like at the desk.
About
at
to order some
the
fries.
teachers
Can I get
desk.
some fries?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
go back down to the first 10 dropped here from 100 to 91. Any arguments here that you guys want to make? And I felt like, man, Jesse Newhouser, you felt that he was the very last compared to everyone else. What was your reason behind that? Was that still position based or?
Yeah, that was position based. He had 8.5 sacks,
Mhm.
and there were guys that were just better. Like I said, there was a bunch of guys with like 11 sacks, 12 sacks.
Mhm. Now you took this, you
so-
said off of stats first.
That's what I
So,
look at
okay.
when I look at an edge guy. I know he's not all edge, but like that's what I was feeling right there.
Hey, Smitty, I got to get this off though, man, because it's gonna take too long going through all these right quick, man. I got a
Yeah,
question
yeah.
for you though, man, real quick though. So this is my thing, right? I get that you're going. I get it, right? That you're going based off the positions, and you have a lot of positions, and so you obviously can't, like you said, you joked to me, you said, Rob, what you want, 10 wide receivers in the top? Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it'd be all tight ends and wide receivers at the top of the list. But this is my thing, though, right? So you made a comment, man. You said that Parker Brockers had a better season at his position than Contavious Henderson did. And when you said that, man, I'm not gonna lie, man, that kind of stung me right there, right? Because I felt that Parker Brockers didn't have a better season than a lot of guys that you have on this list. But I get it though, right? I get what you're doing here. But from the outside looking in, you got to understand where guys are at with that, right? So if you have Parker Brockers at 51, and he's got 51 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 4 interceptions, and 12, deflections. That's what he's got right there, right? And he's a cornerback, right? And then you see a guy like Nolan Angular, bro, 167 tackles, 4 interceptions, 9 deflections, 15 tackles for a loss. You know what I'm saying? Kellum, bottom of the list, 167, 12 tackles for a loss, 5 interceptions, 19 deflections. Pestuk, 151 tackles, 13, 2, 13. And I'm just going off the guys on the bottom. I don't have the whole list. I don't know, And then I'm looking at all these guys, right? And so I'm saying to myself,
I feel you.
I'm trying to find the rationale. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? Another one. I don't know. Where's I don't know. Is Javonte Gibson here? Well, he's not in the top. He's not in the bottom 50 here.
I don't think
so.
I
don't
think he's on the bottom.
So I'm just curious because I love some defense, man. That's all I talk about, right? So you already know I'm already like, yo, where is this guy at? Where's this guy? So that's where my argument is coming from, man. Another guy that was a red flag for me too, man, was the dude over there at the Steamers, man. Gibson. Now you had Gibson where? Gibson is on this list.
He's at 60.
He's at 60. You see what I'm saying? And he had a better season than Parker Brockers, and meant more to the Steamers. They went to the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm trying to get that written down. Yeah.
My 3 hardest positions to grade: offensive line, because I know y'all don't mess with offensive line. The one guy, Mitchie, knows offensive line, and I really should have gone over with him about that before but that's revisionist history. Cornerback and quarterback. I'll take the bell. I'll take the bell on Tom Wilson. I'm not even gonna try to argue. I have an argument, but I'm not even gonna try to do it. And then corner, because I typed this out, but just for sake of clarity, since we don't have catches allowed, which would be a great help for DBs.
That makes sense.
My rationale is if someone has less tackles, that means they gave up less catches, in theory.
Yes.
I know that's not so. Having tackles as a cornerback stat, that's hard for me to grade. And then interceptions, not everybody gets interceptions. So I'm really just going off what I think I know. And there's still 7 corners better than Parker Brockers according to my list. But I don't really grade out the corners that well. So if if everybody agrees hey, Brockers is better, that's on me. I'll take the bell, whatever. But
before we give you a bell, man, I'm giving a bell to Beazle again. Because why is Kentavious Henderson under 59 for case and fine?
Oh,
hey,
man.
While we're doing this with Beazle, since he's in the chat complaining about it, I want you to give him 2 more bells for the 2 lame nicknames he keeps trying to force on us, which is Beazle the Diesel and Pelican Bay. Stop it,
bro.
Just stop it.
Yeah, bees.
Then he got my man William Milne out here with fog in his mask and everything, man. I don't know what's going on with that. No Photoshop at all. Hey,
Milne.
Crazy. Milne, yeah. Look at this. He got fog in here. He just exhaled real quick. And he took a shot of him,
This
man.
was
What's
a
going
winter
on,
shot, man. He looked
My
like
boy-
he was in the snow with that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, but I get what you're saying there. So man, I just lost my train of thought real quick. That was a good point that you made there, Noah. There, I just had something to say on that, man. I just forgot it, man. Just like that, messing around with these guys, man. But that makes me feel a lot better, though. You know what I'm saying? That there is a strategy to this, man. Because I was out here going nuts. I'm like, man, what is going on here? What do you mean? But I get it, right? I get it. So you're saying that in relation to the entire list, Parker Brockers actually is on the lower end of all the cornerbacks that you pretty
of the
much
corners on the list.
Yeah.
He's
I
number
see.
8, Gibson's number 9, and so
I thought he gave away somebody.
No,
I'm not giving away anything.
I was
above
thinking
that.
about Javonte Gibson. That's what I thought. I was like, hold up.
Well, Smitty, are you
Listen.
giving
No,
away
I
something?
think
We
I
better
did.
I was
stop it.
talking about
RP to me.
the steamer,
Yeah.
Josh Gibson. Although the Steamer did have better numbers than
Yeah, it's true. But he
Parker.
did have less tackles. So
I see. So now that makes sense because
I didn't do it all on that, but like that was one of the things that I looked at.
That makes a lot of sense right there because I do believe that a cornerback, if he has less tackles, that means that he's probably not being targeted. You know what I'm saying? Much. So I can see your where you went with that. That makes sense.
And I'm also not like a traditional football guy. I'm not like I don't know all the ins and outs. I never played, so that's just it just is what it is. Trying my best at
man. You still, you know what I mean? You've been showing up at the game, supporting the RFL for years now, man. I wouldn't have known. You know what I mean? Like, good listen.
Let me send off little shots fired here, man. We went in and put out a month's worth of work on this thing, man. We can't even get some coaches to put some little bit of content out for their team.
I know, right?
I wouldn't don't hang your head at all, man.
That's bells for the coaches, man.
Yeah,
some coaches
bells,
already.
Man. And if you think I'm talking about you, I probably am.
You're on the brink of getting out of here, guys. Some of you guys not even showing up to no college series games. I understand that some of you, like right now, we're handling the RFL teams, building them for you. There were some guys who didn't even finish their teams and things like that I had to let go. So, you guys got to be on it, man. I know there ain't no RFL content right now, but this shows that you're not even scouting pretty much right now at this point, not paying attention to the series. So, that's bells right there. That's heat right now in you guys' heads. I mean, the guys need to step up because you already know, man, once I get a vibe, you ain't putting in the work to be here, and I know all the other people that want to be here for a position, I'm getting you out of here. That's all I'm saying.
Boom.
Yeah. And that's what I'm a little worried about for next year's list. It's like, who are the guys that are really going to know what they're talking about? Because we can't have like 30 quarterbacks on the list, man. I gotta have some balance here. And like I'm glad that it's not gonna be just me. Like I was gonna try to see if a couple guys wanted to pull some stuff together, we can average it out. But like it is what it is. We did something, and there's pros and cons to both things. So I'm just happy that I was able to help out, do a little something. So if you want to go through these next 10, because I know we've talked about the rest of the
honestly, it looks like we really hit the point, so there's really no reason to go over
what thing though, Smitty? So C.J. Robinson is at the bottom of the wide receiver list.
Hey, you know what though? I was gonna say something, but like honestly, if we're just going off of this year,
yeah,
I didn't even peep
I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That was a tough one. I was trying to debate whether it was gonna be like actual talent or stats. So I couldn't put him above the other receivers because he's number 6 as far as wide receivers. So I had to balance it out a little bit. So,
All right, so Beazle sent me this. He said he made it more correct now. That's still
now
the
Beazle's
wrong
in his feelings in the chat.
That's the wrong one right here.
The Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay. I'm putting cases on all you.
Hold up. Did I go with the...
You be fried chicken in Pelican Bay when I'm done with you. Have y'all seen that, man? The dude that does the.
Oh my God, what movie is
Training
that?
Day. It's the Training Day, but there's a comedian man that does that same routine, man. It's hilarious.
And then Sean says Smitty's got butts clinching.
Got butts clinching? He said.
Butts clinching. I think he meant clenching, but hey, I get what you're saying, man.
Yeah, they about to be out of here, man.
Butt clenching.
Where did I put this? Oh, documents. That's why. Okay,
like,
you're in the wrong spot.
I'm wilding stuff on. Denzel Washington. Sorry.
Yeah, I just when I was re-listening to all the podcasts and stuff, I kept hearing, man, this guy should be higher. This guy should be higher. You can't have all 8 guys out of 10 guys go
Why not?
higher. Because then there's no spots, my guy.
Yo, just put look, next year you have to put make sure you put Gino and Marquise Washington at the top.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Gonna let their game.
Latavian Worrell in the top 5 next year.
Worrell. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Lord.
You know it.
Laurel, Worstel, like Wisconsin.
You gotta stop putting bad nicknames on my teams and players right now, right? We got Wisconsin, now we got Worstel. Oh man, that actually makes sense, and that's horrible.
Taking the word, you took the worst L.
That was the worst L.
The worst L.
That was the worst L.
Dang.
Well, you just got to know that what happened to Wisconsin could happen to us. You never know.
Yeah, we're gonna whoop everybody's
win.
butt. That's what's gonna
You
happen.
get the bad nickname, then you win. That's how we roll, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
In case you guys ain't know, Noah's the assistant
Cunningham season.
of,
there it is.
Bill, so he's definitely biased. Both of these guys.
What'd you say?
In case the chat didn't know, Noah is the assistant for Bill, so this is definitely a bias.
He's
opinion
my dad.
Yeah. So get over it.
He's my dad.
But yeah, so we covered everything we needed to cover pretty much. I don't know what's going on with the list. Sorry, Beazle, you just gonna have to take the bell for the first mistake.
Give him another bell. He likes the bell.
Yeah, he likes the bell, man. He can say he doesn't, but yeah, he likes it. Yeah, so now we're gonna leave this open for questions, man. We could probably, if you guys even got a question for Noah on the list, maybe you can drop it. He can answer it.
I'm down. We got the top 50 here, so if you want top 51, I guess. If you have any questions, I'm here. I'll take it.
Figure out where did I save this.
I do want to say hats off to you too, Noah, man, because not a lot of dudes will actually conversate with me in the Discord, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you jumped out there today and held it down like a young gentleman, and that's what's up, man. A lot of guys they be
defend my honor. Man.
Yeah, I be scared of that.
They be scared.
Don't want to make don't want to get on his bad side.
Yeah, I be wanting that. That actually makes my day go by, guys. I be at work all the time, sitting behind the screen, and I be really just trying to have a conversation, trying to get through my work shift. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I'm talking, man. Go ahead, jump out there.
Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan in Brown country.
My
so
guy.
I know people argue.
Oh, no.
Steeler Nation, the only undefeated team currently in the RFL.
know it.
I said the RFL, NFL. Stop hating. Can't say nothing about our squad right now, Bill.
Smitty, stop it.
Can't.
Dude, my Vikings are doing just fine, all right?
Terrible. What you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. I can't argue that.
You just bring up the Vikings, yeah?
Dude, let's just move past this.
Let's
whole
not.
thing,
That
bro.
was terrible.
Yeah, let's just move past it. Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
It did though.
It didn't. You're making stuff up right now.
Well, anyway, anybody see any questions? Definitely need to get off this topic.
I got. Well, Leo thinks Noah should coach a team, and then Reed wants to know where are the London Bulldogs.
Where are they?
I'm assuming that was directed to Noah, so I'm assuming
That's
he's
directed to
referencing
me.
the list.
Yeah, there's somewhere.
In other words, don't worry about it.
You didn't make the cut.
I know there's at least one, for sure.
There's at least one. Drew
At
Brewer?
least one.
At the end of the day, Reed, you just didn't make the cut. It is what it is. Got a problem with it. Just gonna have to see me outside Monday morning with some 4 rounds, about to put 4 in your chest.
You got a problem with the list you make.
Got a problem with the list, that means you got a problem with me.
And then
I'm gonna have to
this
bring
is,
out the revolver.
This is something that is gonna suck because Beasel's already gotten a few of these. Or maybe this is Smitty's doing. I don't know which one of you guys is messing them up, but everybody's making comments about guys spelled wrong or wrong names or wrong teams. That Noah is not doing that. That's either from Beasel or Smitty. So
What? You got me in there?
Bell Central.
Now look. Now this
I'm not
Beasel's gonna get over the bells.
you. I just don't know if you edit them or if
No.
Beasel says these things completely done. I don't know.
Beasley, you gonna have to take that one on your own, my guy. That's
Oh, Beasley.
I understand
find-
he's usually in a rush though when he does it because like I tell him like almost the same day of, and that I guess I could put a little bit of that on me, but yeah, I think that's the reason why these
Got
sometimes
a double,
come out
triple
crazy.
check, my guy. You're making me look bad.
Yo, rest in peace, that one right there, yo. That's great.
And Justin, nobody skipped your question, but I don't know what this means. It says, bruh, Gibson had more tackles, but more tackles for loss, showing that those were in run support tackles, so not getting beat. Question. What does that mean?
Justin
That's
will
never
always
done.
defend anything
Again,
Memphis.
I didn't have tackles for loss till you gave it to me. So shout out to you for getting me the stats when I needed it towards the end there. But that's what I got, man.
And let's just give a bell out to the old Monarchs coach too, man, because he really just screwed us
He was terrible.
on this whole top 100 list, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if he would have did what he did, we would be able to have access to all that stuff. And yeah,
Are you sure though? It looks like I thought that the data leagues got crashed would have got crashed regardless.
Yeah, I think
well,
that's
it's the fact that we had to wait for so long. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to like save it to, you know, what I did last year was I think I like finessed them by like buying the or renewing the old one so that we could just have it. for an extended amount of time, so we could be able to recover all those stats and everything. But because we were in limbo and couldn't advance and all that other crazy stuff, it makes sense. It's hard to explain, but it's just that we weren't able to like save that. Save that file. So it's just unfortunate, man.
Yeah, because essentially, I think what Rob is trying to say is, if it wasn't for that, we could have updated the daddy leagues again right after the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
And we wouldn't.
And then we would have had
we
it.
couldn't, because
Yeah.
we'd have lost all the Monarchs
Exactly.
stats. So we couldn't. And then when we finally could, it was too late in the
It
season.
was too
to
late.
20 on
Right.
it.
Because they'd
And-
already upgraded the app, and when I upgraded the app, I lost the the Madden 20 app, so I couldn't import it. You see, so it was a wrap. So, yeah.
Well, anything is, it's good we got rid of that Squidward-looking guy anyway, man. But dude look like Squidward's house. But yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. We still thriving. Ain't nothing going on. I'm gonna bill myself for not kicking him out the file first before.
Yeah, that's the hell on all of us, man. I didn't even think about that.
I don't know why I didn't kick him out before
people
firing
still
him.
did that though, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, people are.
I was like, that's
dumb.
so like 2005.
Yeah, that's like
what?
so
Drop the-
Squidward's house.
drop
like,
the
you know what I'm
roster.
saying?
Crazy.
so Squidward. But
Yeah.
any questions?
I see one from Christian. If high school doesn't happen, which at this point, man,
There's no high school.
Happening.
I'm letting you guys know
Yeah,
that
it's
now.
all- When we get closer to January and I have things more organized, I'm gonna sit down within the next week or two, hopefully, and start putting together a list of college prospects, but only using the high school applications we have right now. And I will reach out to everybody who has sent an application in through the email and say, hey, resubmit your stats following our college guidelines for free, and we'll get you guys transitioned just because it didn't work out in your guys' favor. It's not your fault. Your $5 still counts. You'll just get into the college series right away instead of going through the high school. But yeah, we'll get all the guys taken care of for that.
Yeah, and sorry about that, guys, man. I was really excited about that, and the guy BU Beaver, man, he did a good job of kind of making it so that we could have our stuff and everything in the game. But man, we just don't have the time, So I apologize, guy. I was really hype about that one though, man.
It would have been awesome, man. It was a good idea, but yeah, we would love to be able to do way more stuff than we already do. But it's like we sit down and we can talk about it and try to finesse it. But then something happens at work and you got to do this, and then something happens in the league and you got to make up for this, and it's just after a while it's like you know what I'm talking about, guys. It just gets too difficult to try to add too much stuff to the plate.
We just got to make sure everything's straight right now in the PlayStation file, because we still got RFL teams to build. If we can't get those, done in time, that's going to be a really big issue for us when the season comes up. I guess what I will put out there right now is, we still haven't got the mod to be able to do everything for the for the PC like we want right now for the RFL season. We're still holding on to hope for that. But if that's not the case, we have to make sure that this PS4 file is set and ready to go, or we won't have anything on time. So that's what we're focusing on. We just can't go on with the high school thing, but we'll try to see what way we can probably add that. But it is a lot, man. We'll have to see down the line.
And until you guys can get full-time pay from this, you can't do everything. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Me too, man. I'm ready to quit.
Selling some of these yada butter things.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, let's go ahead and advertise once again. Here's your boy Smitty.
Yeah,
right now,
advertise these
flexing in the
Yudders,
Yudders.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, you didn't see me
Twitter
out
jobs
front,
and
right in the back of my crib, man, with the Peter Pan Yudders. Go ahead, cop up your Peter Pan Yudders.
Oh, he
If
did
If
it.
Smitty needs cool shoes to
97.
feel good about himself, then he should have the
I
cool
feel
shoes.
great about myself. I feel even better about myself with these Yudders on. I don't know what
Yeah,
y'all.
we see.
y'all
Well, we
missing,
know
man.
now from these pictures that he doesn't need cool shoes to,
I definitely do need cool shoes, man. The only reason I look this fly is because of these Yudders. Y'all just out here
Smitty,
hating. Here's the
Smitty,
advertisement once again.
Is that a YCMB chain you got on there? The Nino Brown joint?
That's a GGM chain, my boy.
That's a what?
That's a GGM chain, my boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Go ahead, cop yourself a pair of Yettas today, $297.99. You want the autographed version of Peter Pan, 1953 version? Make sure you go ahead, hit him up. Matter of fact, he doesn't take direct calls. Hit your boy Smitty up, and I'll be able to get back to you through DM $100 more for a limited Peter Pan signed edition.
Smitty, hold on. I got to put an ad here. Chia. Add
this?
water on these shoes right here. Parched Peter Pans.
I'm
Add
trying
water.
to figure out how does this
And
look
watch them
like
turn into beef and
chinchilla?
broccolis.
How does
These
this-
are like the dancing shoes that they give to the guys when they have. There's like a scene where they have to have like boots on. You know, they just look like boots, but they're really just like ballerina things.
Peter.
I don't know what they're called though. I don't know what the name of the shoe is called, but they look more like slippers than they do shoes.
These are
I know we have a young demographic, but Peter Pan ain't a selling point, my guy. I'm sorry.
Peter Pan, man, look, he's been around. He still got movies coming out. What y'all talking about here?
Look at that
When?
1950s graphic he's got up there.
Talking about my guy Fly. You PP got the shoes on right there.
You can
Fly guy.
you
Bag
can say
Wendy
PP
with
all you
these
want.
on.
You are not gonna make that cool.
Y'all hating. It's all
What
good.
does Beazle think about
look
this
at
graphic?
look at all the
Hey,
characters.
Beazle, what do you think
about-
about this graphic on a scale of 1 to 10?
Think about all the
Peter.
guys who rock the Peter Pan shoes, bro. You got right now. You can see all
three of
7
them.
of the dwarves from Snow White rock the same joints. You got
Robinson
Piccolo
Crusoe,
from Dragon
man.
Ball
He
Z.
had
He
nothing
rocked
but
himself
shoes.
some Peter Pan Yettas. Come on now.
No, I know you're lying, Beazle. You
Swag.
said 27. I said 1 to 10, man. This is not right.
He
You
said
got a little
it's
brown something
27.
on your nose there, bud.
He said 27. He mean
Talking about his
2.7.
IQ points.
There's 27 dwarves? Or am I tripping?
Oh, he talking about the doors.
I'm about to say, hold up. When did 20 get added?
I thought he was saying it was 27. The shoes are on 27 on a scale of 1 to 10.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, Beazle, that's
I
cap.
thought he was-
Let me get cap.
Yeah,
to the
like,
chat right now,
dude,
cap.
stop it.
You talking about that's cap. They higher than that.
Stop it. Get some help.
See, that means y'all agree with me. If anytime he gave a
Oh, he said
27,
27 rating.
yeah.
Out of
so-
100.
7 rating in Madden? Dang.
Y'all hating.
Oh, snap.
Rough. We do have a question from Rajier. He wants to know, how does it that the Monarchs coach beat me at the end of the season? Man, I'm not even going to get onto that topic, bro.
You just took an L, my guy.
Yeah, just, hold on, Smitty, drop the bell.
I think everyone wants to know how that happened, man, last year. But that's last year, man. This podcast pretty much. Well, I guess we are taking open questions, but still, man. I don't know. Did it feel like everybody in that game kind of felt like that was going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like everybody just had that feeling. Like
It
last
was
game of the
momentum.
season, Monarchs was going to beat them.
It was just momentum, Razier, I think, man. I think your team had lost like what 4 out of the last 6 games or something like that.
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
losing games
yeah.
towards the end like crazy.
Yeah. So I think the game just said, "Hey, man, you know what I mean? It's looking pretty bad, man. You know what I'm saying? This game of hell, it's crazy."
Oh,
Ethan
you-
coming
I mean,
out
they
here.
also lost to
Team ain't it, my
Tosher,
guy.
so
Yeah,
they
they
also lost to Tosher.
did lose to Tasha too, man.
Oh,
That's
man.
sad. Y'all did lose to. I mean, granted, it was the Thunderbirds. Hold up, didn't they get shut out?
Yeah, they did.
Oh man.
Eesh, that's a bell.
Still Tosher, man.
Yeah, hit the bell. You getting bells still to this day, Rozier. You gonna have to make a statement this upcoming year, my guy. But I think we're gonna end it there, man. We're just about 2 hours and 10 minutes into this podcast, man. That's probably our longest one so far this season. But yeah, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner Play-by-Play commentator, joined here with Bill, Rob, and we have my man Noah, creator of the 100 list. He even did the mock draft from before and everything. So shout out
We
to
don't
him.
need to talk about that.
Yeah, that definitely didn't know. You got a couple of them though. Got a couple of them. It's always
the second
hard
one
to.
was okay.
Yeah,
The first one was just straight garbage.
it's hard to predict that though. It really is because you never know what.
Especially
the
when
coach
you
is gonna
don't know the coaches at all. Like you're just
do. Yeah, especially when you got guys like Squidward running the Monarchs and trading away picks. You definitely don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's going to do it here for us. We'll see you guys next week for the podcast, but it'll be me and Rob seeing you guys tomorrow for Week 9, big game, Baylor versus Alabama. Until then, peace.